Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax. I am Podcast Papi, and you are tuned into a brand new episode of Quarter Life Crisis, starting right now. Let's start it off. 3, 2, 1.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Right?
That's it.
Welcome to Quarter Life Crisis.
Hell yeah.
For the second time, my friend.
Welcome back, huh?
Damn, it's good to see you.
Oh, man.
Oh, that is nice. What I was going to say, though, I have been meeting so many fucking people who know you, bro.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. So many of the artists. Like, I had Traj on here. I don't know if you know who Traj.
Traj Hardy on here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Super cool dude, and he brought you up, and he started talking about the old rap battles and stuff like that.
He brought me up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he's listened to the episodes and stuff like that as well.
Oh, okay.
And I was talking about if he works with local artists and yada yada yada, and he was saying who the people he thinks is talented. And they were talking about all your rap battles back in the day and stuff. But there's a lot of people. I didn't know you were cool with ZP though.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, ZP. Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying was...
He's trying to come back on, and we were gonna do a Godzilla, King Kong.
don't even do it, because I was going to talk to you about it now.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, well, then no.
No, I'd love to talk about it.
No, we can't talk about it because you haven't seen it.
Well, I mean, is there a big spoiler at the end, or is it two big ass monsters beating the shit out of each other? Because I'm cool with that.
No, it was definitely... Okay, yeah, well, it's pretty straight up, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty straight up.
But, like...
Because they can't kill Godzilla, so I know he didn't die.
There's not spoilers, but, like, how are you going to have a productive conversation? You haven't even seen it.
Oh, trust me, I can do it.
No, okay, well, you bullshitting.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, but look,
this is right.
No, but the funny thing is the reason why I wanted to talk to you about... Okay, hold on.
Here we go.
The reason why I wanted to talk to you about it is because you said something about it on the Smoke Screezy podcast about the scaling of the size.
How did you feel about that?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about that, but we're not going to talk about it because you haven't seen the movie. So I have known ZP for a long time, ever since he was like young.
Right.
He used to have braces, and like the music that he first started making was like, my homies were like, this kid is like not fire. Like, why do they let him into this bar and do these open mics and shit? Really? He was young, and I think he was experimenting. He doesn't sound anything like he does now.
Right.
It was very experimental, but I knew him as a kid. It was like me. I was like the young dude in the rap scene, and then when I saw him, I was like, no, that kid's hella young.
What year was this?
Man, it was back when we used to do Ruben's Cantina.
So it's gotta be like 08, 09?
It was like it was probably like 2010. 2010. So 10 years ago, and he's 25.
But he's
26.
He must have been this tiny little.
He was skinny.
Tiny little white boy.
Skinny little white boy, no facial hair. And he has an amazing facial hair.
He even just cut his hair not too long ago, and I'm like, man.
Yeah, he's beautiful hair. ZP, the nigga must be Italian.
Yeah,
because he has a really nice goatee and shit. But what I'm saying is like he used to braces, skinny ass white boy, no facial hair. Yeah, and it was just like, bro.
In 2010, there was no white boys that were doing.
No, I'm sure there was a ton of white boys.
Not that look like him though. You know what I mean? That were killing it in the rap game.
That's probably true. That's probably true. I think what happened was I just saw him and he was just like whatever, like just some other young kid who wanted to rap. But like he was like the one person where like I saw him and like no matter how many people were like, he's kind of not like that tight, like he just kept getting tighter and tighter. And then he started doing like more music videos and like he was doing music videos, like makeshift music videos, like not high quality at all. Yeah. But he was doing more music videos than the niggas who I thought rap good. Yeah. And I was like, well, that says something.
And his music videos are dope.
But I'm talking about back in 2012, 2013.
He cleaned up all those. I believe they're not on YouTube anymore.
They're not on it.
He cleaned all that up.
They're not on them.
Yeah.
They're not. But
so I've never seen them.
But I'm telling you, I used to see them, and it was like, these aren't the greatest music videos, but he was doing them, and that's what was important. And I was like, wait, this kid is kind of fire. And I was, but like not based on just like like his content. Like I wasn't like super geeked about like his rapping ability. He was a pretty good rapper, right. But like I think he was just. I've
heard some bangers who are entrepreneurs who talk about quality versus quantity, and when it comes to things like that, they favor quantity because quality is subjective. Like if you're putting stuff out, weekly and weekly and weekly, it's that consistency that could capture.
I think that's a good point. I think that if your quality is undoubtedly like fire, then it's quality over quantity.
Yeah.
But if you can do But if you're doing quality that's like subpar,
you're like,
and you're not doing quantity, then really you're just doing subpar, work,
like
and then not doing it that often.
Like Eminem, like I'll just drop something every fucking 10 years. Who cares? It's gonna gonna hit.
Well, maybe. I mean, the biggest artists don't drop shit. Like, I mean, the biggest artists drop stuff every 3-4 years.
Like Cole, Kendrick,
but that's
quality.
I mean, that's the biggest. I mean, I think that's the biggest sign of a star, somebody who has star power, when you don't have to drop that often.
Right, exactly.
But
I was listening to I know we got off on
we're
trailing thing. Whatever, we're gonna go.
Okay.
I was listening to you at Sweatpants Saturdays.
Okay. The second one, this one.
Not
I just did with the hip hop bracket.
The hip hop bracket, yes, yeah. That was probably the best like critical conversation, like good arguments about artists that I've ever heard.
And we had to do it fast too.
You three were literally arguing, and then you would dial back and get back to square one and go to the next bracket, and then
I think it's because the bracket, I can literally just be wherever I want, and this will capture me.
This is correct. Especially with
Do you want
with
me to
your
be
volume,
closer?
especially with the volume that you have, you got good volume.
I just want to be heard, bro.
I just want to be heard.
I just want to be heard.
Yeah, but you're getting caught.
But okay, so the whole thing was the bracket was long, and I think
it was long as fuck. I did the bracket.
I think we had already been in we had already been doing the podcast for like an hour and a half, and we hadn't even touched the bracket. So so then we were like, okay, if we're doing this bracket, let's not spend hella time, but let's spend enough time to at least have some conversation, but let's not spend too much time in it. So we kind of, with that little disclosure, I think it made it really easy for us to go, okay, like this is what we all do. We all agree and get out.
Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
But with how it went, I wish it was longer. I wish, because there was a couple that went against each other when I was like, you guys were like, all right, on to the next one. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, but you know what? It's funny that you say that it was a good conversation, because I literally grew up, and I still to this day I love talking about music. Like if I can dissect music and talk about different aspects of what makes people great and what makes people not so great or whatever, I do it all the time. So when they were like let's have a hip hop bracket, I was like, bro, I'm going to be on y'all ass.
You really were.
But
you were really like, actually, and I was like, here he goes.
But also, you, like you said, like there was times where I'm like, I wish I could expand more.
Yeah.
But it was a long bracket, so I was like, we can only really say so much. I was like, one of the first, the matchups too. Some of the matchups were fucked. The
matchups were.
I think one of the matchups was bro. It was like the first bracket or the first stage. It was like Jay-Z versus Pac. I was like, this should be a later round.
I was like, this should be a later round. 16. That's
but
Elite
but
8.
they randomized it though.
Right.
So we had to work with what we had or whatever. So
there was a couple that were very similar artists. It was like Wiz Khalifa, and I forget what it was, but like Wiz Khalifa was in a bracket with another kind of a stoner smoker themed rapper. I can't remember who it was, but I was like, because I fucking love Wiz Khalifa, you know what I mean? And I love the other. I was like, man, I would hate to knock one of these out right now. I'd like to see them go the distance.
Yeah, I think the fact that we kind of told ourselves that we wanted to put a cap on it really allowed for us to make critical thinking decisions.
Right.
That were final, because I don't think that there's a ton of those decisions that we go back and change, because I think that having to think within like so quickly allowed us to make some like really good decisions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sweatpants Saturday is dope. I wish people would listen.
Vince is like my dog.
Is he?
That's how I got on to Sweatpants Saturdays, because like I've known Vince ever since shit.
Vince came with us to I'll go into this story in a second, but I did want to say this about Sweatpants Saturday.
Yeah.
They are so talented at arguing. What the fuck?
It's happy hour.
Did you see the disrespect?
What do you mean?
What? But you're not gonna.
Well, this is the one that they didn't take.
Oh, okay. Isn't there a second one that they didn't take?
No, but
well, pour me one up, bro.
Where's your cup?
Did you? Yeah. What?
Hey, you closest to the bottle.
Let me flip this motherfucker.
You closest to the bottle,
bro. Okay. Here we go.
You holding the bottle? He's talking about.
No,
pour me a drink.
I'm
holding
it post to being upset.
Bro,
I'm gonna pour mine.
That's my way.
And we're gonna clear Tour de Space's schedule. Here it is. Danny, you need a. Hey, you're fucking new booty, bro. Like, you're just working with me. It's the first time in my house. Don't disrespect me like that, bro.
Yo, he called you new booty?
He is new booty, bro. Hey,
this motherfucker R. Kelly and
this motherfucker. Because I'm stuck in the closet.
Yo, you really got to change your Instagram handle to Danny in the Closet,
bro.
Wild.
Hey, but what I will say is...
Do you want some lime juice?
What I will say is, bro,
okay.
you.
Oh, never mind. You got it over there.
Hey, you fucked it up with those merch photos, dog.
Thank you.
Big facts. Like, am I happy that there was only 16 photos? Absolutely not. The quality of the 16 photos was out of control, bro. Every single photo is a banger, bro, and I appreciate you.
That's fire. I didn't even
Straight
get to
up.
see all the sets. I mean, I see what you put on Instagram, but
Right.
I
I haven't even released them all yet.
Right,
Like,
well, I mean,
the
yeah.
photos are so fucking good. Like,
Really?
it's out of control. It's out of
tight.
control.
That's tight.
Like we shot in front of one of the murals that's right by the Reno Arch.
Drink that, nigga.
Hold on, let me get mine.
Oh,
Let me get mine before you go.
Don't you have a cup over there?
Oh, this is mine. Yeah. Well, I'm giving for one for
Oh,
Aiden.
you want it?
Yeah, give me
Oh,
one for
Jesus.
Aiden. Give me one for Aiden.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He's just the owner of the business who's doing the production.
I didn't ask for them to be here.
I love.
No. I'm glad you're here.
Oh my
I'm glad you're
God.
here. He's the one who said he didn't want a shot a second ago.
I didn't ask for these niggas to be.
That's not
here.
what I said. I'm glad you're here, man. Appreciate you. It's all good, bro. Yeah. Can I have a beer though?
Yeah.
Of course.
Here we go.
Happy hour.
Are we
You
settled
got a
in?
bottle opener? Yeah.
You got a bottle opener, bro?
You got a bottle opener?
Aiden does.
What's my
He has a piece of metal.
Do you remember what you were saying a second ago?
What?
I don't know. Do you remember?
No.
You don't.
It's gone.
Yeah, no idea.
It is.
Man, I actually have a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk to you about. You were saying that Sweatband Saturday is really good at arguing.
Oh man, they're fantastic. The thing that I like about them is they can argue, right? And then they can get back to square one.
Yeah.
As if they were not, because a lot of people will let an argument linger.
Yeah.
They really will, and you can hear it in the tone. You can hear when people like they'll start a new topic and they're already like they're thinking about what they're gonna say while someone else is talking. They're already on the defensive side.
Right.
But these guys are so fucking good at that shit. And
Vince
I
is
love listening
Vince
to that.
is like wild, like talented at like getting hella far from wherever he started and somehow getting back there. And Travis is just like he's so like technically like he's like you can tell he's an intelligent person. And so the way he argues is super like straightforward and very like he has a lot of like great facts and the way that he the way that he conveys himself, the way that he expresses himself is really good. Yeah. But the way that like Vince has like this like natural ability to like just know where he went. You know, me sometimes I'm like, nigga, how did I get here?
He can doodle and stay on top.
That's what they were saying.
He did it here.
Well, I heard that.
I
heard you. I heard you guys on there saying, "Are you doodling?"
Yeah, I was sitting here and I was talking to him, and he was literally like, and I'm like, nigga, are you doodling while I'm talking to you?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I do that.
Yeah, I've never seen him do that, but I believe it.
He came with me to the Loving Cup.
Oh, okay.
And these guys actually shot the Loving Cup, and my buddy Shannon came out here, and he put on a comedy show, and he slid out, and we had a bunch of homies that came out.
Yeah, I wish I would have went.
Man, that show got fucking wild.
Right.
It was like
Loving Cup?
Yeah,
that's
the
where I
Loving
shot
Cup.
the Super Salad cover at the Loving Cup.
In the booth?
Yeah, it's like that booth.
Oh,
right
now
there.
that you say that, I know exactly
it's
what
like
booth
that
you're
booth
talking
that
about.
has the naked lady above it or whatever.
So what things were you thinking about talking since the first time you've been on the podcast?
I want to talk to you about so much shit. First of all,
First one.
I have been clowned incessantly about telling you that I was a white person. Now I need to clarify. I need to provide you context.
Did you hear a couple of times that I brought that up?
I do, but I'd like to provide context.
Okay, cool.
I did not say. I think you know this, but I'd like to say it again.
Right,
I did
right.
not say that I identify as a white man.
Right.
That's not true. And second of all, I'm not a white man. I can't be a white man. I'll never be a white man. If I get pulled over, I'm not a white man.
Right.
If I get in an altercation with another white man, it's not two white dudes fighting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I get the cops called on me, I'm not a white dude. And also, I'm not a white dude. I think what I was trying to say was I'm biracial. And so there's a lot of things about me that have qualities that a white person would have because I was raised by a mother who was white. At the end of the day, I'm not a white dude. Right. And I don't know if you ever heard about the
Damn, you really got pushback for that. That's crazy.
I'll explain it to you. It's a few of my friends, but
I thought you made it pretty clear on the podcast.
But you know friends they like to roast. They're like, yo, I heard you on that podcast. You said you was a white man. That's wild.
There was multiple podcasts that I brought that up because what I thought was dope and not a lot of people say it was like you were very clear like. I'm not going to jump into these generalities because I've seen behind both curtains. Like, and I kind of understand like when it comes to ignorance and not a bad term, right? I understand people not getting things.
My whole
I understand
thing
people
is
not experiencing things. I was lit.
At the end of the day, I have white shit about me.
Right.
I'm white.
Me
because
too.
I'm
Me
white
too.
because I am like biologically I'm white.
Right.
I'm not a white man though.
Right.
And I can't identify as one. I don't identify as one. And you
it
know
depends
what?
on what job
And
you're
just
applying for. Like when I see the check mark, I'm like,
when you answering the phone and shit, you got your customer service. No, the job you applying for. I've always put
financial aid.
I've
Black.
always put. I think when I was younger, I used to put other because I was I wasn't sure. but
a line that connects both boxes, black and white and Caucasian.
well, and then as I got older, they're like, you can check both, and I was like, I can check both.
What?
Yeah, I was like, I'll check
Damn
both.
perks.
But no, but like at the end of the day, like I just got white shit about me, and biologically, I'm white technically,
right.
but I'm not a white man.
Right.
Have you ever heard of the one drop rule? Okay, so you went to college though, right?
I did.
Okay, all right. Well,
Don't diss my education.
I
didn't pay attention at
I
time.
didn't graduate, but I did.
Neither did I.
But, oh, you didn't? Oh,
Yeah.
well, I remember a bunch of shit from my classes, but
don't tell the companies to look at my resume though. But
that's crazy. They don't check.
they don't.
You could lie.
Yeah,
I mean, you did.
I do.
It sounds like you did.
I lie every day. It's out of control. It blow your mind.
but yeah. So I had learned in this anthropology class that I had anyways something called the one drop rule.
Right.
Now I actually learned about the one drop rule before I ever took this class because my mom, who's a white woman, told me back when I was young. She said, I want you to understand, like, I'm white, and I know that you and me, like, sometimes we walk into a store, it doesn't look like. Right. You're my son necessarily. I'm this white woman, and you're brown or whatever, and you're black. And she says, the era that we come from is if you have one drop of whatever the other race is, you're that race. Right. And so she used to tell me, like, she said, he has one drop of black. Oh, that boy black. Mm-hmm. That's what my my aunties and my dad and them used to say. So, it was like this idea that, yeah, I'm white, but I got one drop of right. of black in me, and so I'm black, and that's what it is. And my mom used to tell me that when I was young. Then I got to college, and I took anthropology, and they're like, the one drop rule. I was like, my mom crazy. Yeah. I was like, and I know she didn't go to college.
Mama said.
Well, it was just weird, like, because she was saying it, and I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. Right. And then they said that's an actual, like, educational term for the way that people perceive race and shit. Right. The one drop rule. Right. So I just learned you right
society
now.
Doesn't follow it but because but I hear you. Well, I also kind of grew up in the same way. Sure. My mother is white. Sure. White is white. So, she prepped me. She'd be things like, people are going to ask you this. They're going to ask you if you're adopted. They're going to look at us a little strange. Right. When I lose myself in fucking Walmart and she's like looking for her kid, ain't nobody going to be like, oh, he's right here.
My mom used to tell me that I couldn't be the last person to hit somebody, because when I was younger I used to be really, really aggressive, and so it just always happened to be that if we were getting into an altercation, like if somebody hit me and I hit them back, right. I'm gonna get caught. Like it's never gonna be the person who hit me first. Same goes with being in a store. Right. She'd always tell me, like, if you're in a store with your friends, like, just make sure that you don't have your hands in your pockets and all that shit. Mm-hmm. But my mom, as a white person, had to be hella conscious, knowing that I wasn't going to live the same life that she lived or whatever.
That's a fucking tough task for a mom who's white.
It is, and and I don't think she really understood it herself, but I think that you are white and you have this little brown baby, you have to figure something out.
Yeah. Yeah, big facts.
Because it's confusing for you.
You got to do the best that you can.
It's probably confusing for her. She's like,
because you said she didn't understand it. Like, there's a lot of controversy. Is it even possible to, right? No matter how close to it you are.
All you can do is try.
Yeah, exactly.
As a white person, if you have a child who's black, that's a daunting task. You have to do that as a black person who has a black child. Right. Prepping them.
What about my kid's pretty white? Does it go both ways? Like, my kid is white.
Does it go both ways? Yeah, it goes both ways, because you got to educate your kids of what their heritage is. You got to show them. Oh shit! This pen really got me. You got to show, like, you got to read them. I
was wondering where you got that. Thing.
Black authors, black books, show them black media, black TV shows, music, stuff like that. Food.
I've been seeing. I've had some homies.
So if you have a kid who is black but they're a little white, because my son is hella white. Right. My son is hella white. My daughter not so much. She has a lot of color to her, but she's white too.
She got a good hue.
Yeah, she does. But ultimately, because her mom is white, and me and her are no longer together. But being that we're no longer together, one day she hit me up and she's like, I want Banks to know she's black, and I want her to know what her culture is. How do I do that?
Right.
because she's white.
Yeah.
And even though my daughter's not like black, the mother of my daughter was like, I need to teach her, but you're not here all the time. So how do I do that?
Right.
And I was like, that's so good on you. And so what you're saying is the reverse true? Yeah, the reverse is true. If you have a kid who's black, but he's hella white or whatever,
yeah,
teach them.
Well, I've got a couple homies who have grown success, and it's like that your Wiz Khalifa line, like the more paper, the more white neighbors, and they've kind of separated themselves, and they're in areas now, do financially, and they're doing very well, and they've moved them into places. Do I think that separation is correct? No, but it's just fact of the matter for a second, right? Sure. That they're in an area where they've separated from black culture, if you would, for a grand part of it. So then it's like, you got to be teaching these kids and making sure they know it, you know what I mean? On their daily tasks and what they're doing on a daily basis, school, their friends and stuff like that, they're not getting a taste,
Right. Yeah, but you know what? Okay, so that is true. Mm-hmm. That is true. But I know a lot of, I hope I'm gonna say this right. I don't want to fuck up everything I did. I just
mark it.
I just did a lot of backtracking of the white comment I made. But I'm glad you understand. I knew you understood it, but I had some homies that they love roasting. They're just gonna roast you. That's what you're gonna do. And they're like, yo, I heard you said you was a white man. I was like, I'm going back on that podcast. I'm gonna make sure that everybody understands.
Swear to God, they'll know.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I'm done with you.
I just watched Training Day the other day. Such a great movie. But yeah, like
Aiden, can you see how much I'm sweating right now?
I just wanted to.
In that.
It's hot in here. Y'all don't got an air conditioner?
It's the AC is on. But
I just wanted people to know what I meant.
Is my front door open?
I think that most.
If you close it, it'll for sure cool this bitch down.
I think that most people do know what I meant, and I'm glad that you know. But like, I think it was important for me to say I don't identify as white, and I'm not white, but I just got white shit about me.
Right.
And so that makes me feel like at the end of the day, I am white technically,
right.
but I'm not. Like I can never be. But I know a bunch of white shit, and I was gonna say. To you, a funny thing, maybe just a funny thing for the podcast.
Here we go.
As a biracial person,
right,
who's black, but is also white.
Okay.
What are some white things? You name something, I'll name something. What is something that's
what's white about me?
No. What's just a
white
thing
shit
that is a white thing from being somebody who's biracial. For sure, like something that is mostly considered a white thing.
Are we doing like serious or or funny shit?
Both.
Tucked in polos. Into jeans.
Okay. I was going to say mayonnaise.
I know a homie. I don't even really talk
I mean, everybody likes mayonnaise, but I think white people specifically do like places. Mayonnaise more.
I can eat mayonnaise. I can do it in God damn it, Aiden. This is true. He's a special type of white.
What's another white thing? Because you grew up.
Yeah. Hold on. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my time on it. What's another white
I got
thing?
one. I used to get clowned about this, and I changed it because I used to get clowned. I had some cousins who live in West Oakland. They used to make a lot of fun of me. But when you say motherfucker, that's white.
Really?
Yeah. But when when you say like motherfucker. But I used to go around my cousins. I'd be like motherfucker, and they're like, "Why are you saying like that, motherfucker?"
I got
motherfucker, and I'm like, that does sound hella country, doesn't it?
It does.
When you say I was
right.
like, that's white thing. When you hear a white person say motherfucker, it's a different type of motherfucker.
I was watching this.
It is, man.
You're right.
What else is white?
High fives.
High fives are white.
High fives are white as fuck.
Oh, the type of dap that you do in general.
Yeah, but high fives are white. I used to do them all the time.
You think high fives are white?
I would get excited, and you
think a high five is a white thing?
It can be white.
I think that's probably white.
It can be pretty white.
No, I think that is. No, I think that is. Oh, drinking milk with dinner.
That's just fucking weird. That's not even white. That's weird.
You never did that shit.
Hot food with milk? No. Fuck no.
What do you mean hot food with milk?
Dinner with milk?
Yeah.
I drink a lot of milk, though.
Aiden?
I drink a ton of fucking milk.
Aiden?
Do you drink milk with your
milk
dinner?
with dinner?
I'm lactose intolerant.
This nigga is against the grain, bro.
I'm just not asking you shit no more.
Yeah, don't ask him. He's not white,
okay.
bro. He's a
He's
liar. He's a fucking liar.
I do have a comment about the high fives, though.
Talk to me.
You gave me a high five like 10 minutes before we started.
He's white.
I'm white.
Technically.
Ish.
He's black.
We're both mutts.
We're both mutts. Yeah.
Who's Aiden, you're white.
But it does feel, I do feel goofy. Ready? I'm like, dude, that's such a sick shirt, dude.
I don't know. Actually, I think that high fives are a girl thing. I high five girls a lot.
Yeah?
Well, actually, no. I don't high five girls a lot.
Trying
I
to
have
get
a
on those
fiance.
palms, yeah.
Actually, I don't high five anybody except for my fiance.
Right now,
Now.
back in the day,
I don't even
though,
high five her. I actually
you used to be all over those palms before.
My fiance, she's super brown.
Yeah, I've
So,
seen that.
so whenever I do anything, she like, dude, that's hella white. She'll tell me. What else is white? Like, what else did you do? So drinking milk with dinner, I think confirmed
That's fucking
white.
weird. No,
but you
that's-
just think it's weird.
That's fucking weird.
I think most
Like
white
if
people.
I saw somebody at a restaurant, filet mignon, mashed potatoes on the side,
not at a
asparagus-
restaurant, you sick bastard.
Okay, so at home.
At
Okay, I'll do it at home.
home.
I'll do it at home.
Some 2%?
Eating a steak, right?
Yeah.
Something that you cooked.
And potatoes?
Mashed potatoes. Hot food.
And some corn.
And a glass of milk.
Yes.
You're a fucking serial killer in my eyes.
My
Nigga,
mom-
you're a school shooter, bro.
My mom's
That's
a-
how I see it.
No, bro, that's a white thing.
They would drink milk at
Bro,
dinner?
bro, ask some of your white friends. Drinking milk. Drinking milk with dinner. I know that what you're Hispanic, right? So you don't be drinking milk at all. Yeah.
What about horchata, though? Horchata, yeah.
Nigga,
That
that's
Mexican
like-
rice milk.
See-
a little cinnamon in that bitch. That shit is fire.
See, that's how Hispanics,
love horchata.
That's how Hispanics do it. They're like, milk, put some rice.
Yeah. We could change that. We could fix that for sure.
So what else is white? And then we can be done with it.
Okay, hold on. Let me think because I want
actually
I
have
want
a-
a good one. I
Just
want
so
a
you
good
know,
one.
I have a whole bunch of notes
Okay.
to ask you.
Lovely.
Because you know what I was thinking? I was like, I become such a fan of you.
Hey, unbelievably, like
What?
before you go on to yours,
What's
let
up?
me tell you that means so much to me, bro. That like you are conscious about coming on the show. Like I appreciate that. I really do. That's lit.
Well, I think my biggest thing is I kept listening to you and I just realized how talented you are at this. And I say that to say, you know, I think there was a period in time where I was listening to a ton of. I don't listen to podcasts anymore, but I did listen to a ton of podcasts.
Right.
Following the 2016 election, I remember being like so like confused, like how Trump would like how he won.
How did he win?
That
Yeah.
I deleted all my social media and I started listening to podcasts hella heavy because I was like, what do I not know?
Right.
Who out there has information that I don't know about? Did somebody else see this coming? So, you know, I started listening to hella podcasts. So I say that to say I've listened to a lot of podcasts and I know that people have started up podcasts. I've had a podcast and I had a very, very short podcast run.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wish I could start it back up, but I actually decided, and this is going to sound, I hope this doesn't sound stupid, but seeing what you did, like makes me feel like I don't even want to start up a podcast ever again. First of all, because first of all, because you're really good at what you do, and I think
Thank
that
you.
with somebody like you doing what you do and bringing people like me on, I don't need to have a podcast.
Right.
And also, everybody has a fucking podcast. So
Everybody has a fucking
So
podcast.
I'm not gonna do a
bro.
podcast.
I mean, I jumped on the bandwagon for sure, and I understood that going in.
But that's where I'd like to go back.
Right.
Everybody has a podcast. And I've listened to a lot of startup podcasts and people who are amateur podcasts, and you are good, man.
Thank you, bro.
No, you're fired, man. Like I just like you're.
If I was white, I'd be blushing.
high five.
High five.
I think that
I appreciate that.
no, I think you're talented. Like I just think that you're I don't know, like you have a very natural thing about you. Like you're very interested. Like you're inquisitive as it is.
Yeah.
And you like to ask questions as it is.
I'm obsessed with information. I've said it a couple times on here. Like, man, there's
you
not
said
a,
it literally so many times.
there's not a ton of shit that I know. I'm about that.
That's another thing. I've been so I started listening to you more because I started like listening
And you
to
hear
your
the
podcast.
repetitive. You hear the.
I
Things
hear
that
the
say?
repetitive. So yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask you those questions.
Okay,
But
talk to me. Let me get one.
yeah, but no, but I just really like what you've been doing, man.
Right.
I think it's tight. I think you're really, really good. Yeah, like I listen to you and there's been podcasts where I listen and sometimes, you know, guests, like people who you bring on, not everybody's used to talking about themselves.
Right.
And I think that you do a really good job of making sure that
Yanking that information out of
yanking
them.
it out of them. There's not a lot of dead space,
Mm-hmm.
and you make them realize more about themselves. Like I've heard it. You know, where I'm like, yo, this shit's about to be dead.
Yeah.
Like you and Smoke talked for almost like 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
And there was a ton of times.
And I edited it down.
And there was a ton of times where I was like, this podcast might be dead right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all just started talking about something else, and I was like, and that's when I realized, I was like, this guy's really fucking good.
You know, I really
And then your Tinder, your Bumble date.
with Lee. She was
so
the
good.
shit though.
She's pretty
She
good.
made it.
No,
she made it easy.
She was really good. But anyways, I wanted to tell you, this is just a short part. We can probably cut this whole thing out. I just want to tell him I become a fan because I think that you're really talented.
Thank you.
I think
We
you're
cut
really
very little out, unfortunately. We've had a couple episodes where we had to cut some
Let's
shit
see.
out.
I gotta
actually.
clarify.
I did see. I was watching the Traj,
I gotta clarify.
and there was a couple. It was like whoop cut, and I was like, Aiden.
That's tight. That you. Oh, okay. So here I'm gonna start down this little list, and then we can do our truth or drink thing.
Okay.
Why do you drink your beer so slow? Cheers.
You know what I do? Let's go down the list, and then we got to get into the Bad Dad podcast because a couple of those links
That's what
that
I
I
just
said.
That's what I just
Oh,
said.
they said truth or drink.
I thought we were gonna do that too.
We
We're
can
not
do
gonna do that anymore.
No,
we
can
gotta do
truth or
that
drink.
now.
We can do truth or drink. We got all the time in the world.
Dude, do you know?
Corona or Modelo for that one, man.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna start. Okay, so
I was
so
prepped,
truth or drink. Got to clarify. Last time I said I was white. Oh yeah.
Okay, bullet one, bullet two, and we're good.
I've been excited to come back on, and you know what? It's because one of the things was I didn't want to come back on with nothing.
Right.
I didn't want to be not working. I
Even
didn't want to have something not in the works. Like I got this video coming, I got the project coming.
Yeah.
Since I talked to you last, I dropped four or five songs. And Eddie was like, "Yo, I want to get back on," and I was like, "I was just on."
That nigga Eddie's on here all the time, bro.
Yeah, and and I have opinions about that too. I think he's like one of my best friends.
I love
and
it.
He has a heart of gold, and he's driven. And for me, I'm like, I like hearing myself talk too, but just every once in a while so that it means something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The next episode you drop with Eddie, niggas gonna be like, I just heard him.
I just heard him. Yeah, I had to space him out. That's why I said when the episodes are dropped,
That's why Eddie was like, let's jump on together. And I'm like, bro, I don't even have nothing to talk. Well, I mean, I always got something to talk about. But he's like, let's just. I said, you just had Cam on. You want to get me on again?
Right.
You want to be on 4 times in a row?
But there are some people now. Obviously, the talent has to come with it, and the cohesiveness when it comes to the podcast. But
you can be picky now.
no, not at all. What I was
you
gonna
mean?
what I was gonna say was there's podcasts that I watch, and I'll use Joe Rogan because that's one of the biggest examples. Is he can have his Joey Rodriguez and Eddie on, and he can have these people on consistently because they can just chop it.
I hate all those guys.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, but
I like
whether you hate them or not, it doesn't.
A lot of people
it doesn't
do.
change the fact that he can consistently have people on, and people enjoy listening to a group of friends chop it up about random topics that have gone on.
See, when I listen to Joe Rogan, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna listen to Joe when he has the psychologist on.
Oh man,
Or when he has
the
the
botanist
author, when
on.
he has the author on.
Yes.
You know, he's like, yo, I got Bert Kreischer on again. I'm like, fucking why?
Yeah.
You know, but you're right though. Some people do want to.
They
hear
love that shit.
But for me, yeah, I mean, I'm ready to jump on with Eddie because like he's actually one of the funniest. Most like he's like a good dude, but he was asking me to come on. I'm like, nigga, how many times you want to be on this podcast?
He's been
I said,
on
yo,
that
I said,
bitch.
just ask Ricky for the podcast, bro.
Yeah.
Do you want the podcast? Just ask Ricky for the podcast.
Just sign over the rights.
But the truth is and also he doesn't drink anymore, so you know,
I know.
and I'm really supportive of that. But in general, in the past, drinking and not drinking, you get me and Eddie in the room together, bro. It's just like literally you'll be just like crying and laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
This nigga wants to talk about depression shit and then he wants to clown my mom. It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
And he's funny.
He's a swing.
Anyways, I say that to say
Hit me with the bullet point. What do we got next?
you have to have more black creatives on.
I gotta find him first.
I feel you.
Because you heard that recap. A lot of the people that sit down here are the. I've met them for the first time.
No, I know.
You're a perfect example.
I know too. I say that to say.
I also actually before
I think black creatives just need to be put on and they're out there. We just need to look a little bit more. But you're right though, because some of the people that you bring on are by way of somebody who's giving you a referral or is like somebody that hits you up or whatever.
Correct.
So if you don't have black creatives hitting you up. Right. How the fuck you gonna? You just want to get an interesting person on.
With that though, I will say this because it is important to me for Quarter Life Crisis, and I'm not going to say this to disagree with the comment that you just said because I do believe it absolutely black creative should be on the show for sure. But I guarantee you that I will never bring this show to a point where I'm hunting out a certain category of human being.
Oh, that's a good way.
I'm going to run with people that I find intriguing, people that I think are genuine, people I believe I could have a good conversation with, and also people who support me, and I'll support them right back. Those are the people that are going to come on the show.
I agree with that. I'm not talking about hunting them down. I'm just talking about being conscious of the fact that it's important to have representation.
Right.
You know that as well as I know that.
And as I get bigger, I'm gonna have to be more conscious of that.
You
I
just linked
understand
up
that.
with Brandon Hope, right?
Yeah.
The Chaos Theory.
Oh yeah,
He can.
Oh, yeah.
He can link you. He's a black creative.
it's all over.
Yeah, I know. Well, I
Yeah.
just heard on the last pod.
Well,
but
so
okay.
him and like Antoine was one of my models and
Yeah.
things like that. So we're putting people on it in the right ways and the right times. Like a lot of the things that we have filmed are them as well. But you know, it all has to happen organically.
I agree with you. I'm just saying.
You would
It's
love to see
important.
it.
No, I'm saying it's important.
It is.
I'm not saying I would love to see it. I'm gonna listen to the shit regardless. It's not like I'm gonna boycott this motherfucker. But like what I'm saying is, I think it's important.
Mm-hmm.
I think you understand it's important.
Right. I agree.
And yeah, it should come naturally. But at some point, if you take a look back and you go,
yeah. There's none.
a lot of pale motherfuckers.
This is a bright podcast we have
we gotta
here.
start talking about it.
Yeah.
You know. But that's
that's
neither
fair.
here nor there.
No, that's fair.
Don't let me tell you what you need to do.
No, but
I'm just saying that.
genuine outsider
what I'm saying?
perspective has to be welcomed on the show. Absolutely,
Yeah.
and something that people desire. You know what I'm saying. So,
So
what's the next one?
explain what a super hyphy is, man.
What?
Yeah, hold on, wait. I'd like to talk about something.
Okay, talk to me.
I was a huge proponent of the hyphy movement here in Reno.
Okay, you were a supporter. You were a proud supporter of the hyphy movement.
I got a hat that says hyphy veteran. If I wear it in the wrong places, people think I fought in Vietnam. It looks like that. You never seen those hats?
No, I haven't.
Hyphy veteran hat, bro. I'm a hyphy veteran. Straight
You're
up.
a hyphy veteran,
Dude.
you are. How old are you again?
I'm 28.
Okay, yeah. So you were right there at the tail end of the
Oh
hyphy
yeah,
movement.
like high school. Like
Hey, Aiden.
high school when I was a teenager. But anyways, I'm really big on. But I did it out here in Reno.
Right.
You have used the term, or you have said that
Which
you've been
one?
to
Yeah.
super hyphies
Yeah.
so many times on this podcast,
Yeah.
but you've never really explained it for
Yeah.
people. Explain what a super hyphy is.
Like the show Super Hyphy that I would go to.
Or
or what Super Hyphy is.
I know what super hyphy is. I could do it right now. I'm telling you to tell me what a super hyphy is that you would go to, because you've talked about it a lot on this podcast,
yeah.
but never really went into detail.
So the reason why I went to so many Super Hyphies is because I grew up in.
No. What is a super hyphy?
What is a Super Hyphy?
You went to so many because you were in California, or you were close to the Bay and
I was
the movement.
I was involved in the hyphy movement for sure. For sure.
Weren't we all?
So yeah.
But what is a super hyphy? So tell me, what is it?
Okay, so what I would say is super hyphy is like a at that moment in time.
Yeah.
It was a style of music and a type of art that really truly didn't make sense to those who are outside of the bubble.
Okay.
If you were to listen to it and never hear it, you would think it's very fucking strange.
Hyphy music?
The words don't make sense.
Okay.
The beats are fucking weird.
Yeah.
The music videos are out of fucking control. And then also how they celebrated Super Hyphy was very, very different. Like everyone's got their shit and all that stuff, but sideshows were a fucking trip. I went to sideshows.
So a super hyphy is a gathering of people.
No, that's a sideshow.
No, I know I know what a sideshow is. So you said what you've said is I've been to all the super hyphies.
Most of them, yes.
So okay, so keep explaining.
So I mean, super hyphy is like, have you ever heard someone? You know when people go to the bars, they're like, dude, let's get weird. Like let's get
No,
weird.
I know
when we
what
turn
super
up.
hyphy is, but you said I've been to all of the super hyphy.
No more shots for Aiden, bro.
Is a super hyphy an event?
Super Hyphy was an event.
So what is
so
the
these
event?
these show it was a collective of Bay Area artists that would come to either the Phoenix or Santa Rosa Fairgrounds, a couple times in Oakland. But
okay, this is what I was trying
for
to
the most part, they would come into what they would do is because these shows were so fucking crazy, they would come to these small suburban towns.
Sure.
Like they would come to Petaluma at a place called the Phoenix, and you'd have Cutthroat Committee, Messy Marv, Mob Figures,
Jacka.
Hustler, the Jacka, bro, and it was just like Nicotina, and it was just a trip. Like all
San
of
Quinn.
San Quentin, like
Mr.
they were all
Fab.
there. They were all there.
I love them
all
so
of
much.
them.
I
All
miss-
of them were
I
there.
miss the hyphy movement so
And
much.
all the time,
Not
they
a
would come
day
there.
goes by that I don't miss the hyphy movement.
And the collective of Super Hyphy was such a fucking trip because you've had cats driving over the bridge straight from the hood of Richmond, Vallejo,
So a super
San
hyphy
Francisco.
was
It was
an
a
event.
show.
It was
a
a
show.
show.
I think it went up to 19, Super Hyphy 19. Like there were
It was
numbers.
shows when they would bring the biggest artists.
The biggest
during
Bay Area artists.
Do you ever get to see the pack?
I did see the pack.
You
My
ever-
sister, there's an episode where talk shit about my sister because
Yeah.
we went to a super hyphy and she went out to Denny's with the pack after.
Yeah, you said that on the teeny.
The
episode.
teeny one, yeah.
I told you I'd
yeah.
be listening.
Hoe ass. But
Who, Teeny?
my sister.
Oh,
I was like, what?
Shout
You're
out
hanging with
Teeny.
the pack? Let me get shout out Teeny.
shout out Ricky's hoe ass sister. High five.
High five to the hoe ass sister.
So
So that's what it was. It
Okay.
was, but it was it was cool because it was like a remote. It was almost underground because it was so remote. It was in a place where the surrounding areas was not dangerous or anything like that. It was a
Right.
nice neighborhood, and people from all over the fucking Bay would travel.
coming.
Sac, Vallejo, San
go
Francisco,
to these.
Rich, and then you'd have the locals. So like you had Petaluma, a bunch of crazy ass, white folks, and us who were in the town, vatos that were in Northern California. Like it was because Mac Dre also, like, a lot of people don't understand that link between Mexicans and Super Hyphy. Was Mac Dre was a Norte hardcore. He ran with Nortes. Like,
Yeah.
he was very evident about it. So those shows were just fucking wild, bro.
Right.
And everyone was popping thizzles at that moment in time.
Oh
So
my
like
God.
these kids go to EDC and they're like doing ecstasy and all that stuff. I'm like, yo, like, you don't understand what it is until, like, what that wildness is until you're popping thizzles when you have no idea what's inside that pill.
Can
Blue
we-
Dolphins.
Can I
Shout out
ask
Blue
you something?
Dolphins.
That was actually something I was gonna ask you too. I wasn't gonna ask it at this point, but now that you've gotten there, you said that on the podcast with you said on the podcast with Smoke that you've never. By the way, I'm gonna stop shouting out my friends because like I listen to podcasts and sometimes it sounds like I'm sucking a lot of dick. Like, bro, I'm like, wow, I shout out my friends a lot.
Jocking.
You know who never shouts me out? My friends.
My friends, yeah. How many times have we? Yeah, you'll see.
But anyways, I listened to a podcast that you had, and
Was
you
it
had-
this?
No.
Not shout out Smoke, but was it with Smoke? Screezy?
Might have been.
It might have been, yeah. Fuck that
Maybe
guy.
it wasn't. Who knows?
What did I say?
You said that you've never done acid or shrooms,
That's correct.
but you have done.
I've done
ecstasy.
shrooms.
Oh, okay, but you never done acid.
I've never done acid.
Well, I guess-
Or LSD or DMT.
I think LSD and acid are the same thing.
Are they?
Yes,
Are they the same chemical component?
They are. Acid and LSD is the same thing. Acid is like the.
It shows you how much I know about acid.
But you okay. But you were saying that back in the day, they used to pop this. You've done ecstasy.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like listening. And I was like, this man never did a thizzle.
I for sure.
From the Bay. Oh, okay. Well, you're right though. You're
If
right
someone
though,
a-
man. Because the
But if someone
thizzles from the Bay was a different.
Also, Thizzle from the Bay is not ecstasy. There's
Also-
ecstasy in it, but it is not ecstasy.
No, it is ecstasy.
Bro,
That's what you would call it. It's like
Fizzles-
a fizz or an X.
Thizzles were the most, like, disgustingly pressed pills
I
of
know, but
wild shit.
you're talking about ecstasy about being MDMA.
Right.
But you would call it thizzles were ecstasy. You call ecstasy the pressed ones.
Mm-hmm.
So a pressed pill is ecstasy. It has MDMA in it with all that cut shit we talk.
Right. With all the cut shit.
But a thizzle is ecstasy.
They're
They're the same thing.
I've seen Thiz.
And Molly and ecstasy are not the same thing.
Correct,
Molly
correct.
and a thizzle are not the same thing.
But yes.
Anyways, yeah, these kids who have go to EDC know nothing about
Know
the
nothing
thizzles
about that
back
shit.
in 2008,
people would ask me,
2007.
they're like, why is this? Like, why is this one of the
Oh,
dances?
God.
I'm like,
Oh, hold-
you've never popped a
What?
Thiz.
What?
You've never popped a Thizzle before. Because if you did, all
Oh,
that makes sense.
Hey,
For some reason, just, like, I don't know what this is, but this just
popping
makes
my
sense.
collar as I glide.
I understand that, but if you ain't done it, it just doesn't even make sense.
And you wouldn't even do it unless you were feeling yourself off a thill.
in the billing and I'm feeling
Oh
myself.
my god! All right. So you've explained it. So a super hyphy it's an event. It was an event. And then
Super
all these
Hyphy
artists
was a show, yes.
All right. So
Super Hyphy
before I
was a
move
show.
on from my questions, and by the way, I'm only doing this because I realized I was listening. And I'm like, you know what? Somebody needs to interview this guy for fucking.
Whose podcast
Because I've been
is this,
listening.
bro?
Because I've listened to so much of your shit.
I do deflect a lot.
I was like, nobody asks him about all this cool shit he talks about.
But I do I purposely turn it around, though.
You're supposed to. That's what makes you a great interviewer.
Thank you.
But I'm on for a
This guy's
second.
gassing me up, bro.
But
I feel good. I feel 3 inches taller today.
that part
Don't
out.
cut that shit out. Don't cut that shit out.
But that's why I'm
baby.
asking you because I'm on for the second time, so I can
Right.
ask you these questions.
Right.
We don't have to go through the hey, how you doing? How'd you get?
Yeah,
into
let's
this?
run it, yeah.
Give me that lime juice, please. So, who was the best? Fill you up to? Oh, I thought you were good. Oh, we're not good
he's
anymore.
good.
I've been drinking.
He's been, bro. He's gonna get written up. I'll write both you motherfuckers up. I swear to God.
All right. So before we move on from the super hyphy, who's your favorite person that? Who's
Yeah,
your favorite?
it's my contract.
Who's your favorite person that you've ever seen at a super hyphy? Who's your favorite person that you ever saw at a super hyphy? I'm sure you saw people multiple times, but like when you think about like
Okay, so I want to say this because Are you talking about like who I'm the biggest fan of, or who had the best show?
Yeah, who had the best show? Like when you saw him live, you were like, this is kind of fire. Like you were like, this shit's fucking great. Like I love it. I'm not the biggest fan of his music. It could have been it doesn't matter. I'm just asking like when you think right now. I'm asking you right now. Who's the name? What's the name? Say
It's
it.
Messy Marv.
There you go.
But I'm so hesitant about it because then after seeing those shows, Messy Marv's trail of events and the things that happen with him and the respect that he has in the Bay is quite minimal now. But he was one of the best shows I ever saw.
That's cool. I mean,
Yeah, he was lit. He was.
Bro.
But the whole show
I used to
was
love
fucking,
Messy Marv. I think I like
you
Messy
know-
Marv too, but for the record, while we're here, Messy Marv got his ass beat out here by some Reno niggas.
for good reason.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
he got it in sack. But you know what I loved about the Super Hyphies, which is very unique to other shows?
What's that?
Is every single artist that went on to stage during the Super Hyphies, it was not about them being on stage. So they'd play one of their songs, and then maybe like 2 or 3 songs would be just bangers, right? Like that everybody knows, that might be from Dre, who's passed away, obviously.
So it was
or
about
other
it was about community.
It was about
and having fun.
It was about the hyphy movement. It was
Right.
about these big songs that at that moment in time were the ones that were elevating hyphy movement. So you would have like Nicotina up there singing Hustler's songs, you know, and just blasting, and everyone's just going crazy. We're not watching Hustle, we're watching another artist, but it was still cracking.
That's pretty fire. That's pretty fire. I love the hyphy music, hyphy movement. I love hyphy music. Some people think I'm crazy. Man, I used to.
Oh, people think we're crazy, but you know,
People think we're crazy.
But you know what's funny though?
What?
You turn that motherfucker on, and everybody don't know the words, but everybody's gigging.
Not some people. If you from the East Coast, you really just do not like. I know some East
That's
Coast.
fair.
I know some East Coast people that are like, bro, I fuck with some West Coast shit, but I do not play no hyphy.
Like they fuck with 40, but they don't fuck with the hyphy movement.
maybe. Or maybe, you know, they fuck with LA shit or whatever, but they don't fuck with the hyphy movement. Or they fuck with the Bay, they just don't fuck with what the Bay was. It was such a moment.
Well,
know?
that-
you can't think about the Bay without thinking about the hyphy movement now because it was such a moment. But the Bay music is so much more than the hyphy movement, but it was so encapsulating when it happened at that time.
Man.
You can't think of anything other than it.
I remember sitting in my fucking house, bro, and watching the news.
Can I have another beer?
When the Jacka passed.
Yeah.
And they shut the fucking Bay Bridge down for like 4 hours. And had a
everybody went
sideshow
dumb.
on
Everybody
the
went
Bay
dumb. I
Bridge.
remember that.
And the helicopters were going around. They're like, we don't know what to do. Like, how do we get these niggas off the bridge?
Yeah.
You know?
All right. So then so you listen.
I'm being interviewed right now. This is lit.
A little bit, but it might take a long time. So like I'm gonna try and speed through it. But let me ask you: you listened to the Sweatpants Saturday, you did the hip hop bracket, and you've told me about your interesting taste in music as a 28-year-old male, black male. And
You're the nicest asshole I've ever met in my life. Has anyone ever told you that?
all the time, all my exes
All my exes
live in Texas. What's your top 5, dead or alive?
artists.
Yeah, just whatever.
Okay. Tech 9 number 1.
Sure.
Oh God, that's fucking tough. I don't want to take like way too much time. Okay, so I'd go Tech 9,
Please don't take a lot of time.
Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
Absolutely, and Nipsey Hussle would rival Tech, but the only reason it's Tech is because there's a little more history there with me. Pac.
Big Pac fan now.
I'm a big Pac fan. It's funny, I'm a bigger Pac fan than I am a religious listener to Pac. Every time I hear Pac, it's absolutely fantastic, and I think he's a lyrical monster. I don't listen to him religiously.
You're a fan of the guy.
Absolutely, I'm
Sure.
a fan of the
I
guy.
feel you.
Marin City, he's a Bay Boy. I don't give a fuck what they say about Baltimore. He lived in Marin City.
I was just explaining that
He
to my
was-
boy.
he's a Bay boy.
I was just explaining that to my boy the other day. He goes, bro, I was just fucking talking to somebody, and they said that Pac lived in Oakland before he lived in LA. I said, I thought that was public knowledge. He said, I didn't know that. I said, bro, most people don't know, but Pac was really an Oakland dude before he was ever in LA, dude. Pac was always he's a Bay dude. Like the Bay loves Pac.
That's why there was a lot of hate for Pac, because they considered him a hood rat because he went down to LA and he started doing some interesting shit. But
Right,
Pac
and
did
he
whatever the
was
fuck-
actually what
but
he was
Pac did
from.
whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah,
That was the thing about Pac.
Oh, you mean like almost like a hood hopper?
Exactly. That's
Oh,
what,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
That's what we call a hood rat in the Bay.
No,
Like,
same difference.
yeah,
No. I
he
hear.
was-
I
he was a
hear
hood
you.
hopper.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you still hear that to this day and anything. Anyways, who's your number 4?
Okay, so number 4 would probably be. That's tough. I'm gonna go. I'll go Short, just because he
True
has.
Story is your number 4 dead or alive top 5 favorite artist ever?
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's a crazy lyrical monster,
hear
but
what
what
you're saying. I'm
what
just
I am
listening to
saying
what
he's
you're saying.
he's one of my favorite. He's one of my every single time he comes on, he changes my mood. So yeah, he's one of my favorite.
All right, who's your number 5 so we can get this over with?
I don't listen to him too much. King Louis, Chicago rapper,
I know he is.
drill boy. Yeah,
He's in your top 5. This is the most interesting top 5 dead or alive ever.
yeah.
I like it.
There's no consistency to the music that I enjoy.
What is wrong with you?
I just run with the
How old are
emotions,
you?
man. 29.
29. You just turned 29?
Yeah, 29. What's up?
I just feel
You
like
had a problem with this the first time. Just speak on it,
I
bro.
just feel like
just
I-
talk to me, dog.
I feel like you should.
hear-
I
you
feel.
feel it?
I feel
You
like
feel the hate?
No,
It's
it's
not-
not.
feel the
I
hate,
just
nigga.
feel
You
like
don't wanna say
I
it, Tank,
feel
but I
like
feel the
I
hate.
feel like you were. What's the word I'm trying to say? I feel like you should be. Like you should. How are you?
You were about to say I should be more woke? Were you about to say that?
I was gonna say more well-rounded, but that doesn't make sense. What I'm trying to say is. You
in
say
whose-
you
in
listen to
whose eyes,
music
though?
like you 30 plus something.
In whose eyes, though? Like, I listen to...
I'm gonna say mine, but I'm gonna say everybody.
It does
Bro,
like...
I'm-
Hey, everybody don't matter to me. That's the thing. Like, when I listen to music...
That is-
If
okay.
it makes my head...
All right.
If it makes my head
I'm not
move...
saying listen
if
to
I'm
music.
if I'm
not saying
enjoying
listen
it...
to music. There's a lot of music nowadays that would make your head move. I
I
promise.
guarantee it. And I do hear a
You ever
lot
heard
of...
of the Migos? My bitch is bad and bougie.
Hooking up dope with the Uzi. Yeah, I love the Migos.
Head moving.
I love them.
They're not
Oh,
top-
you know what?
You're gonna make them top 5 now?
No. But
Okay,
I will
well.
say that Boosie's got to be in there.
You were saying that
I
last time.
fucking love Boosie.
Yeah,
I love Boosie.
that's fair.
I don't know, dude. It is what it. Dude, I bet you my top 5 would be different in 6 months. That's
that's
the beauty of music, right?
Mine
like,
hasn't changed.
that's
for
the beauty of music. Like
years.
it's what mood you're in. It's like I told somebody this too. Like
That's the beauty of music.
I love watching movies because I'm a type of person where if something is trying to take me somewhere emotionally,
Yeah.
I will willingly go there. Right, so like if a movie's like very emotional or very heartstruck or very action or very like serious or drama or whatever the case may be, I will lighten my feet and let it take me there.
Sure.
Same thing with music.
Yeah.
So
I feel that.
You know?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to do. But you saying that would make me feel like you have a broader
I'm also
repertoire of music.
I'm very bad at searching out music. So I am a creature of repetition,
That's
which
fair.
is what which
I think
is
that's
which
what
I,
it is.
Yeah. I'm a
You
creature
don't
of
do a
repetition.
lot of reaching out. It's like if it's in your bubble, then you'll hear.
If someone's like, "Yo, you want to hear the song?" I'm like, "Nigga, send me the
just
link,
send
cuz.
Bro,
Send
I'm
me
about to
that
start-
shit."
I'm about to start sending you
Send me
music
the links,
because
bro.
I'm sad every time I think about it. I think about you and your
You
music.
hate it so much.
I don't hate it. It's
You
just
hate
like
it. You hate it.
I don't.
You hate
It bothers
it.
me.
It bo-
but only because I feel like you could do so much better.
Right.
I'm gonna start sending you shit.
Okay.
I've been
Send me
listening-
shit.
I've been listening
Send me
to-
shit.
I've been listening to this
I'm
group.
more than willing to listen.
I've been
to all
listening to this
music.
group called Salt lately. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful music. Anyways, let's move on. So I'm gonna go to Coachella again eventually when the shit opens back up. And
By far, my favorite music video montage that you have.
oh yeah, that was a.
God, I love that
I think we
thing.
talked about that a little last time. Right?
I have a
It was
pink.
just-
I have a pink pineapple shirt.
yeah,
What's that video called?
it's a. It was
I'm gonna plug it. Give it to me. What's the title?
bad shit with my friends again.
Bad
I love
shit.
that song.
Bad shit with
I'm
my
gonna
friends
put
again.
bad shit with my friends on streaming.
If you
Fuck it.
Danny,
I'm gonna just do it.
Nigga, if you fall asleep, I will slap the Mexican out of you, bro.
Bro,
Look at him right now.
I was
Okay,
gonna
okay.
say, are you Mexican? That's fucking racist,
Whatever. You're right. It is racist, but here we go.
bro. After this,
Hey,
I'm gonna get you some pupusas, bro.
What's
straight
it
up.
called? What's it called?
Bad shit with my friends. I
Bad
gotta put
shit
that,
with my
I gotta
friends.
put that on streaming. That's
If
one of
you
my favorite
are
songs.
if you are in a mood where you just want to throw something on, listen to good music, and watch a feel good video that just makes you feel good,
Yeah.
and it's a montage of people having a blast and people going to an event, it's one of the best ones I've seen. It's one of the best ones I've seen. I don't know who fucking did that one.
Oh,
and
it
I know
was
you
just
don't
my
wanna
boy. No, it's my
I know
boy.
you don't want to shout out.
No,
Don't shout him
I'll
out.
shout out Jafar. He's great. He just got engaged too. Shout out Jafar.
Aladdin?
Jafar Richardson.
Oh, Jafar?
Jafar Richardson. But it was one of those things where I was like, yo, because I knew we were going to see each other at Coachella. And I was like, bro, I want to shoot this music video. I said, but I don't really want it to be a music video. I just really want it to be B-roll. I said, can you bring your camera and shit?
Man.
He's like,
B-roll. I learned that from ZP Radic on our podcast.
Yeah, B-roll. You know, just like shit.
B-roll.
Like, it wasn't like going to be me rapping into the camera or whatever. I was like, just get us doing the thing that we do at the camp and going around. And I think that it sucks. It could have been a better because I think that he forgot to film the second and third day, but he did a lot of filming the first day.
Right,
But the
right.
second and third day, I think that he like forgot.
Turning up.
Yeah, but like I think that it could have been better. But yeah, but that was my idea. I was like, bro, people got to see like how cool it is at Coachella.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
It made me want to go to Coachella.
oh yeah, I was gonna say
I've
next
never
time I go to
been.
Coachella, you're gonna come with me.
I would be down.
Yeah,
bro.
you're gonna come with me.
I'd be down.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Coachella is one of the sickest things
Because
ever.
all this I can fit in a backpack. I just went to California.
This
for like
shit?
3 days. All of it. In a backpack.
Okay.
I put it in a backpack. I went to California. I was hanging out with my homies. We had barbecues and stuff like
I'm
that.
talking about just taking you as a friend, not as a podcast guy.
But
You want to take the podcast there? You should.
I should.
You should. But
Because there's no cameras. There's no nothing. You just chill.
that is actually.
I wouldn't make it weird, bro. I wouldn't make it weird like, oh, I'm here
saying
for
make
the
it weird.
podcast.
No, I'm just thinking about how heavy the load would be. That's
Like
all.
late night, if we
No,
were...
no. I'm
if
just
we-
talking about how
if we were
heavy the
sitting
load
there
would
and
be.
we were like 30 minutes in, I'd be like, I think this is probably one of the craziest conversations we might have. We should probably take 5 minutes.
You probably want to
blow
do it
that.
right before you go into any of the sets, like right before the.
Have you seen Travis Scott before?
Yeah.
Everyone talks all the shit about Travis Scott. Is he really the best? Is he really an amazing entertainer? Is he
No.
really that good on stage?
No and yes. Because when I saw him, I was like, this set is like, I think I saw him at Coachella, and I saw him at Coachella, and then
Shit. My tummy's getting warm, bro. It's happening. Let me stand up for a second. Let me see. Yep.
I saw Travis Scott at Coachella. Once,
Inebriated.
and then I saw
Let's run it. I'm excited, bro.
I saw Travis Scott. I saw Travis Scott at Coachella, and I also saw Travis Scott in San Francisco one time.
Okay.
When he was on a tour. And the thing about Travis Scott is like he's like the new age, like he's the dude.
Right.
He's the dude. And the music's great.
I've only heard like 3 or 4 of his songs.
But like for me, like man, I really enjoy like good performances, like good quality performances. And he has a lot of theatrics, which is tight, which is an essential part of performing. But one of the things about him is like it's a lot of screaming, and it's a lot of auto tune, and it's a lot of like his demographic that he pulls in is a lot of younger kids who like to be rambunctious.
Right.
So it's like
Not a fan.
the energy's tight.
I'm not a fan.
The music is cool. Like I'm a fan of the music, but it's like, you know, it's not that it's bad, but it's like you screaming into the microphone in auto tune, and then you have 21 and 22-year-olds pushing into you.
Yeah.
It makes it less dope,
I'm
but
too
it is
wide for that.
but it is cool.
I'm too wide for that.
I'm
too since I turned 22.
Sure.
I have never been to like a club or a show where I'm not. If I can't get into a VIP booth and I don't have space for
Well,
my
that's bougie
damn
of
self,
you.
it is.
I feel you.
And I
You're
don't give a fuck
you're
what
a big
anybody
guy.
says.
You're a big
I
guy.
can't do that shit.
So
I can't do
so
it.
that's why. Okay, so I'll say that's why Travis Scott is like, to me, I don't think he's that great. But when I saw him at Coachella,
Sweat wipe.
I was so fucked up. I had the straw hat on. It's actually become a tradition since, but I had the straw hat on that had been getting beat up all day.
You had the straw hat on in what was the visual that you dropped with that?
the one you're talking about, Bachelor with My Friends.
No. It was the music video that dropped right after our first podcast.
Yeah, Drugs to Cope.
Drubs the coat.
Yeah.
had that
So that's what I'm saying. This year I took the straw hat to Coachella, and it was just getting its ass beat, bro, from my dancing and from other people. And I was like, this is so weird. Like I'm wearing because it was like one day where I was like, my outfit, I'm gonna have the straw hat on.
Right.
I was wearing the straw hat, and it was getting its ass beat, and I was like, this is so weird. Like it's getting destroyed, like naturally. Like I didn't even notice. Just throughout the day, I was getting its ass beat. And when I saw Travis Scott, this man was going so fucking crazy that I was like,
I can't do it.
I was like, took parts of my straw hat and started ripping it off, and I was like, Travis Scott.
Oh, he changes you.
I said, take
changed
this.
you.
That's a sacrifice for you, because I was like, I was
You turned
watching
into a fucking Mayan,
dude, I was
bro.
watching him, and I was like, he deserves this hat more than me.
Right.
It was so crazy,
Yeah.
the energy, and then I remember walking out that motherfucker and be like, that wasn't that great.
That wasn't fantastic.
And they were like, well, why'd you sacrifice
I was about to say, you
why'd you sacrifice your hat? And I said, because, bro, I was in the moment and that shit was going fucking nuts.
You spilled your
So
guts.
it's one of those things. If you are in it for the energy,
Right.
Travis Scott's cool.
That's fair.
But the like the performance aspect of it is not great.
Right.
Like
I think-
I'd love to see John Mayer.
That is so funny that you just said that, because I was like,
I just mean
There's
from
a lot of
standpoint, I like live instruments. Like I saw the Arctic Monkeys, bro. One of the best performances I've ever seen.
Or how about the fact that a vast majority of the albums that are dropped for John Mayer, like what you would go and download, what you would buy on a CD back in the day, right? They were all live. Those recordings were live. That's John Mayer. That's why I love. That's why no one could talk.
That's
to
not how songwriting works.
Dude, no. What I'm
John
saying
Mayer
is-
didn't
no, he
do
wrote-
one. Didn't do one take. Just
No, he
Oh,
didn't.
you're
do
talking
one-
about the
what
way
I'm-
he sings.
What I'm saying is him singing live.
Yeah.
Is so accurate to what he sounds like in the studio.
Yeah.
That he would release all of his albums, and they were the live recordings. So when I go to a show,
Live recordings. How do you mean? Live
like at a
recordings?
concert, like if you go and you download an album from John Mayer,
Continuum.
a Continuum.
His album Continuum. John Mayer.
So you listen to it, you turn it on. At the intro, the beginning of the song, you hear the crowd in the background.
No.
Yes.
No, all of his albums are like that.
A vast majority of them are.
No.
Yes,
no,
bro.
he just releases live versions of the album. Not all of his albums are like that.
Oh, that's all I hear is his live, and they're the best thing in the world.
No, bro.
Swear.
No. You've never listened to Continuum?
I have.
The live version?
Yes.
No,
I love him
They're
live.
they're all recorded
Don't
albums.
Don't laugh at me.
I'm not. I'm just saying. It was actually one of my favorite albums.
So
in the world.
what I was gonna go off that
It's
was
happy hour, nigga.
what is more important to me is like I've gone to a couple concerts and I'll listen to someone, I'm like, you don't fucking sound anything like this fucking song that I love
You know who you should see then?
at all. You're
You
trash.
know who you should see? The Weeknd. He's a god.
Is he fire?
He's a god.
love.
Oh my god.
Hey, don't spit on my mouth.
Hey nigga, I've seen The Weeknd 6 times.
Bro, that's why I love Tech Nine
He's
so
a
much.
god.
That's why I love Tech Nine so
5
much.
times. I was supposed to see him 6 times, but COVID fucked it up. I'm gonna see the nigga in February 2020.
So he sounds like that.
Bro, The Weeknd doesn't only sound like that. He sounds like that.
There's no way
Like
that
in the
this thing is-
in the worst way. Like in the worst way. When
There's
you
no way this
when,
isn't picking it up.
when you watch him, when you watch The Weeknd, you go. It's not even like you hear him and you go, wow, this sounds really good. You hear him and you go, he really sounds like that?
Man.
Like you have to turn to the person next to you, the complete stranger, and you have to go, he really sounds like that, bro. And then he goes,
I bet you if I went to a live show of The Weeknd, he'd probably get pushed closer to the top 5 because that's the type of shit that I love, bro. I love that shit.
top 1.
Like Andre Nick,
Top 1.
he's your number 1.
No, not ever, but there's an argument there. Bro, seeing The Weeknd live is incredible.
Right.
It's incredible. What you're talking about when you see a nigga where you listen to it and you go, that's what the CD sounded like.
Yeah.
Bro, The Weeknd it's like nasty. The pub mix is pretty good, huh?
Good God, this is.
Anyways, you let me get off on a tangent.
What's
What
going
I-
on
what
here?
I-
What's
what I-
this? What's this?
What? It's just like what is? It's
This
like
is absolutely
it's like
fantastic.
Gardettos. It's like Gardettos. You never ate Gardettos?
Oh wow.
You don't like Gardettos?
You guys
Anyway,
want any snaps?
anyways, what I was gonna say was at Coachella, everybody knows. Next thing under the music being the most important thing is your outfits. Gotta
really?
Gotta have a fire outfit. You know that. Aiden, you know that. Of course. Come on. Gotta have a fire outfit.
I wear pro clubs and chucks, bro.
I swear to God, you will not get invited to Coachella by me if you wear Protection Club. I swear to God, man. I swear to God. You can camp with somebody else.
Come on, bro.
On God, you can camp with somebody else. If you wear that shit around me at Coachella,
Oh well.
we are not going to this.
I'll bring my pineapple shirt.
You gotta bring a pineapple.
I'll wear it one day.
You gotta have at least have one. One little button up. Nigga, I bought this because I said one day when Coachella comes
That is
back.
flossy though. That is flossy.
No, I bought it at Bad Apple. So shout out. So
Are you on him? Danny, get on him.
Bad Apple is
This is nice.
Bad Apple is this clothing store down here in Midtown Reno, and my girl loves Bad Apple. She loves to go in there and just browse shit. And one day I saw this shirt and I said, you know what? It's kind of fire.
Yeah, when's the last? I can tell you the last time I saw somebody wear a button up with a T underneath it, and the fact that the T is pink, bro, you're popping.
I appreciate it.
No, yeah, most definitely.
Anyway.
When you walked in, I was like, he's ready for a shoot. He's ready for a shoot.
Well, so
He
anyways,
said-
cheers, nigga. High five. So this is what I was thinking. Next Coachella I go to, I'm gonna wear jerseys. Shit.
You good?
Yeah, the pub mix got
Uh-oh. Take your time, bro. We're only an hour in, bro.
you. Jesus. If I was gonna wear, goddamn,
Jesus Christ. Hey, let's take 5, huh? Nice work, team. Let's
No,
wrap it
no,
up.
no, no.
Turn the lights off.
So I was thinking about doing a theme where I
You
did
cough again, bro. You're fired.
You fucking help me,
Bro, just
nigga.
you want
Help
some wa- yeah.
me. Help me.
Show me the money.
Hey,
Hey, you need some water?
No, I got beer,
You need some bread to take down whatever's in that throat?
bro. Bread is in my throat.
No, like bread. You ever done that?
Money.
Oh my god, bro. Aiden, you want to substitute and get on the podcast? Wait for this nigga to chill out.
Stay over there.
Stay. This is my fucking moment.
Okay, so I was thinking about doing like a jersey theme.
Okay.
So if you do a jersey every day from a different sport, but you do the best player from that sport, what jerseys do you buy?
Oh god, how many days do I have?
You have three. Not counting day zero, because day zero you might just wear a button up. But
Okay.
3 days.
3 days.
Basketball.
I wish you could do it new.
You can do
Is
it
it all
however you-
sports or just basketball? I feel like you should do basketball. Coachella sleeveless.
No. I'm talking all sports. So like one day would be basketball, one day would be baseball, one day would be football, or you could do soccer if you like soccer.
Okay. So you have 3 days, 3 jerseys.
Yeah.
I would go.
Because I've been thinking about it a lot, and I'm like, who do I get?
Okay, so basketball.
Sure.
This has nothing to do with who I think is the GOAT, blah, 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 blah. Right? This is just what the
on.
dopest jersey.
No.
No? That's not the rules?
The question is, if you get the GOAT of the sport, which jerseys do you get? I'll have a follow-up question for you if you want to do it that way.
Okay.
But
No. I'll
give
go
me the GOAT, like
Okay, so-
unbiasedly.
unbiasedly.
If you have to get the GOAT for so day one, you have to
That's-
wear the basketball jersey.
That's not how I would do it. I would do it as as like
I know,
what I
I'm
think the
not
dopest
asking-
ones.
I know.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
asking you that.
I would go Michael Jordan basketball, 23.
Okay.
Baseball, I'd rock Barry Bonds.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey,
And
high five.
high five. I go Barry Bonds. Yep. But I would go Barry Bonds jersey with Baker on the back. I'd get it customized, so I'd have the Barry Bonds number on it with the Giants jersey.
Can't do that. Just
because
Bonds.
Dusty Baker's in the dugout.
Can't do that. Just
Same
Bonds.
years.
Just
Okay.
Bonds. Just
Okay. So Barry Bonds.
I know you're doing that
Barry
because
Bonds.
of the asterisk, so don't even.
That's fair. Hashtag. And then what's 3? So I have to do one more sport.
Whatever sport you'd like. I mean, I would probably do.
I'd go Jerry Rice, 81.
Oh, that's fire. Mm-hmm. Okay. See, I was thinking Jordan,
Okay.
Bonds,
Yep.
Pele. Is it
Pele. Yeah.
is it Pele?
He's for sure the GOAT.
Is it Pele or is it Maradona? Maradona.
It's got to be Pele. I'd have to go. What is
Right.
it? How do you pronounce it?
Pele.
Pele.
But Maradona just died though, so that's why I was thinking about it.
Right. So he's hot right now.
Pele's not dead. No.
Uh,
Okay. So that's what I was thinking.
fire. That's fire.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, bro, like every time I've gone to Coachella, I've always done these outfits, and I was like, I think the next one I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run it like just like jerseys, but
Right.
different sports teams, and I was like, who? I was like Jordan, obvious, and the baseball one I was having a hard time with. I was like, it is Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
It is Barry Bonds. But we don't know. But people don't agree, and because
right.
of whatever. But it is Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
it is, right?
I don't give a fuck what he was.
But isn't it though?
Yes.
I'm not gonna wear Babe Ruth.
What was that?
Yeah, Babe Ruth. Like you can wear a Babe Ruth jersey.
I don't even think Babe Ruth. Black people couldn't play the
can
game
wear-
when
you
Babe
can-
Ruth
you
was
can- you
killing
can-
it.
You could wear a Hank. You can wear,
Jackie
He
Robinson.
wasn't one of the best though.
Jackie Robinson was
is a
by
staple, but
he was by far
statistically-
the most pinnacle.
But statistically, he was not the
Correct.
best.
Was he the
so
best
Like maybe
pl-
you wear a Hank Aaron jersey,
There's an argument that he was the best base runner, but not the best player.
bro. Mike Trout.
Jesus
Shut
Christ,
up.
bro.
Mike Trout is the best
Figure it out.
baseball player in the league, and he's been the best baseball player for years.
I went to
I will
a-
never get a Mike Trout jersey, but what I'm saying is, what Mike Trout has been doing is what Barry Bonds did. The only difference is niggas don't know if Mike Trout is doing
I went to
steroids.
a
Whatever.
I went to a night in the country here.
Oh, I'm not done.
It was same topic. Same
I just
topic.
don't want to get off topic. I just want to talk.
I'm
about
on
the jersey
jerseys.
thing.
I'm on jerseys.
All right, let it fly.
I went to a night in the country.
Sure.
And there was a cat who did jerseys, and it was 5 days, and he did them, and they all climbed.
But they were all baseball.
No, they all climbed by one. So like one day he did I can't remember who 22 was, but then the next day I saw him and he had Michael Jordan on.
Sure.
And then the next day he had Kobe on.
Sure.
And then he had a Barry Bonds jersey on. And I can't remember what the other ones, but he
That's
went up. He went up by
fire.
one, and every time I saw him, I was
that's
like,
fire.
oh, what the fuck? What do you
Okay,
got
that's
next?
cool. That's cool.
And he did
You
5.
were like,
I can't,
let's see it today. Let's see it
yeah,
today.
by like day 3, I was so
You're like, I
fucking
forgot about
blacked
him.
out all the
I forgot
time.
about
Yeah,
him.
he killed it.
Yeah, I've been trying to go to night in the country for the last couple of years, but the last couple of years I had kids coincidentally.
Yeah. Coincidentally,
Is it conspiracy?
it's a conspiracy,
It's a fucking conspiracy.
or just terrible.
But
or just terrible at
with
pulling
that,
out.
But with that
either
said,
one.
but with that said, I think so. Like so,
The pull
I
out
would
ru-
do
the
soccer.
pull out
'cause I-
rule is a
'cause I-
conspiracy.
Because I like soccer. Because I like soccer. So it'd be Pele, it'd be Jordan, and it'd be Bonds. The baseball one was hard though because I was like, is it Bonds? It is Bonds, but is it Bonds? If it's not Bonds, who is it? You know, is Babe Ruth or whatever?
Is it? Or what about
I don't know a lot.
what about
baseball.
like A-Rod?
Ken Rodriguez?
Yeah, you can't roll him out. What about, who's
No,
the
I'm
other?
talking about like the best baseball player ever.
Who's the other Yankee guy? You got me fucked up, bro. A-Rod's gotta be up there. Who is
You see this?
what about the Griffies? Any of the Griffies? You
Yeah,
Ken?
I think Ken Griffey's up there.
He's gotta be.
But I think Barry Bonds is
Barry
still
Bonds is the best player.
statistic. But the problem is they're always gonna put an asterisk by that shit because of the fucking steroids.
This is the thing, though. The people that hate on Barry Bonds weren't faithful for his entire career. Like, everyone talks about his home runs. Nobody talks about he is by far.
Outfielder.
I think he's one of the I think he's one of the highest stolen bases
Yeah.
in the league ever.
He's also a great outfielder.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You can fuck with him in right field.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's baseball. So when
If it was
I-
my guy,
so when
though-
I was thinking about it though, because you made a very strong point,
Talk to me.
but you a Bay dude, so that makes sense.
Thank you.
Jerry Rice is a good alternative, but say I did jerseys for 4 days at Coachella,
Okay.
you going Brady, right?
I mean, Brady is. There's no argument here.
Right.
There's no argument.
But you made a really good point, which I didn't even see that. I was like, how is it not Brady? Because I wasn't thinking positions.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you wear Jerry Rice jersey.
Jerry Rice is the go.
You don't wear Randy Moss jersey? You sure, nigga? Are you sure you don't wear
Randy Moss is fucking
a
fantastic. but he ain't the
Vikings?
GOAT.
We can wear a Vikings jersey. No, but see, to avoid conflict,
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, yeah.
Let's wear a Tom Brady jersey. Tom Brady jersey.
Yeah, we're real excited about Randy Moss here in Minnesota. Like, not happening, bro.
That's how they talk, huh?
That's how they talk. That's the Minnesota accent right there. Was that not
Ah.
spot on?
Yeah, that was so
Hi,
good.
I'm Amber Atkins. That's Minnesota, bro.
How'd you do that?
I used to watch that movie. What's that movie called?
Fargo?
You know what I'm talking about?
Fargo?
It's like a beauty pageant movie. It's like a hella
So
old.
not Fargo.
No, it's a hella old comedy. I don't remember what it is. Fuck it, whatever.
Anyways, so the next question, we're about to be done with this because we got to get into the drinking games. I'm gonna get you fucked up, bro. But check this out.
What am I right now?
So
Pick up my son.
So who's your goat? Braun,
For what?
Braun or MJ?
You piece of shit.
Hey, and let me preface this by saying the GOAT is Kobe Bryant. Let's just put that out there. It's Kobe. But only because of reasons that people like us understand. It's Kobe.
You're a real piece of shit for asking me that.
No,
I think that's such a piece of shit.
But I say that to say because I thought about the whole jersey thing, and what the truth is I've gone back and forth on if you're wearing the goats of a sport, you wear the goat and it's MJ, so I got to get an MJ jersey. But then I started thinking to myself,
no one's gonna like this answer, but I think the
I'm
best.
asking you because I
think-
think about it every day.
I do.
I can't watch
Right
basketball
when I see
without
LeBron
thinking about
James,
it.
I'm like,
Yeah, I'm gonna pour you another shot.
yeah, give me
bro.
another one.
Oh no, but go ahead.
I think the best basketball player
Best basketball player.
is LeBron James. I think that
Best basketball player ever is LeBron James.
I think the best basketball player
Player.
to ever step on the court
Is LeBron James.
when it comes to
Everything.
skill
Everything
and talent
is LeBron James.
is LeBron James.
It has to be.
I have to do it.
Did you watch the documentary though?
Which one?
What was
Oh
it
my
called?
God, The Last Dance?
The Last Dance.
One of the best. One of the best documentaries I've ever seen.
I've actually seen it 4 times.
It's one of the best documentaries I've ever seen.
It's the best documentary I've ever seen in my entire life.
Now this is what
and that watching that documentary made me go, There's no argument.
Let me follow up though.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
The most important person, along with one of the best players to ever step on the court, is Michael Jordan by far. LeBron James will never do for the sport what Michael Jordan did.
It's because he wasn't first, man.
And that's whatever. That's just the kid.
That's my nigga.
Yeah.
Aiden, that's my nigga.
I tell you
Hey,
what,
hey,
bro.
high
Best
five.
contract
High
I ever signed.
High five.
Best contract I ever fucking
You
signed.
signed a contract?
Hell yeah.
What that shit look like?
These niggas are official, bro. I'm serious. I'm business though. So is he, and I love that.
Do you all got a
He makes me more.
You still have yours over there?
He makes me.
Oh, my bad. I don't know what I'm pouring you.
He makes me more Jewish every time I hang out with him, and
You're
I love
Jewish?
that about him.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Oh, he's
man,
super Jewish.
Man, I love Jewish. You ever seen Jojo Rabbit?
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
That nigga's born in
I was born in Israel.
Yeah, he's
to
like
God.
he's
This
he's
nigga
rooted.
is real.
He's rooted.
This nigga is real.
He's rooted, bro.
Yo.
He's organic.
Yo. He is real.
Yeah. Hey. Hey.
I had to catch you.
Tour D space.
I needed you to.
You want to make some money? Holler at him.
Oh, is that Hebrew? Tour D space. Never mind.
No, it's not. Is that Hebrew?
I don't know. You said tour D space in a way that made me had to go, wait, am I not hearing? Is that a play on word? I was like, is that a hey, I was like, yo, is that a play on
Is that
words?
fucking Hebrew?
I don't know. You said tour D space like I had to
You got no
like the
respect
bar
for my
was
house, bro?
like the bar was going over my head or something. You said
Yeah.
tour D space like I was like, is that a bar I'm not catching? Tour D space? Hebrew? Here, check that out.
Thank you.
Why do I understand Hebrew?
Why do I understand?
He said tour D space. I said, oh, Jewish
Okay.
tour D space. Okay.
So why we initially wanted to come here was
No, so it's LeBron.
it's LeBron.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more question, then we can get to the shit.
Okay.
I told you, bro. I got a list, but I should have.
I see that list.
So,
You
so
haven't
the,
even
so
hit
the
half
goat.
the-
So the goat of basketball is LeBron.
That's
The
what
best
I
basketball player to step on the court is LeBron.
That's what I believe.
That makes the most sense, though. But man, watching that Last Dance, it makes you think, though. It makes you go, do we even talk about this?
Right. It's true. I also
plays all
believe
positions.
I also believe though that in the future when they do release something with LeBron James,
Dude, Bron
He's-
already got a movie. Remember?
yeah, but I'm talking about like what
they
Save
did
the
for
Last
Last Dance?
And there's going to be way
Same
more
movie.
documentation. I believe that it'll
Save
be
the Last Dance is the movie about the white chick and the nigga dancing. Was it Kirsten Dunst?
ready? Make the noise. Make the noise.
Yeah, that's Save the Last
That was a great
Dance.
movie.
I love that movie.
that movie.
Not the
Hey,
documentary.
Every time I
Not-
say Derek, that's my brother Derek.
what do you call him? The Coochie Crook.
The coochie crook.
Isn't that what they called him?
Yep.
What was the homeboy? He's like, I'm the Coochie Crook.
Light skinned dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it was a dark skinned nigga, wasn't it? Anyways, yeah, not the Last
Not Save
Dance
the Last
documentary. Not the same movie.
What it was The Last Dance.
Yeah, the
Not
documentary.
Save the Last Dance. To be clear, right? Not Save the Last
Not
Dance.
Are we taking the shot
The
right now?
Last Dance. Yeah.
The Last Dance. All right.
Oh my God.
Lime juice makes it all better, though.
It does.
Terramano's great, though.
You are a fantastic co-host right now. This is unbelievable. You got fucking-
Am I a co-host?
I think you.
At
you
this
were,
point, I'm a co-host.
you were gonna be a guest, but
I'm a-
what you've been doing, you're officially.
I told you I
co-host.
want to come in here and change the game, bro. I've
Okay,
been
so
listening
talk to me. What's next? What's next?
Let me look because I have a lot, but I'm gonna ask you one more and then we'll get into the shit.
Okay.
I like how far you came from the point of your origin. Impressive, engaged listening guest. Dumb. Has anybody ever interviewed you? That's what I'm doing. You're black. Did you ever try that? I have one in here. I'm not gonna ask you this, but this is actually funny. Reading it, you're black. This is how I wrote it. You're black. Did you ever try to rap?
Did you see my post that I just put up?
No.
Aiden, do you have my phone?
No. We're not gonna. I gotta clarify saying
It's
I'm
only
white.
60 seconds, bro.
How do you feel about?
love me, bitch.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring this up at some point. Maybe we'll bring it up at the end. But before we'll get into the shit, this is what I want to ask you. You played sports.
I did.
You talk about it all the time,
Yes.
but you don't talk about it.
Correct.
Tell me about your sports journey because, like, for me, like, I started playing football way, I guess for me, late. Like, I didn't start playing football until my 6th grade year, and I only started playing football because I had some other kids who I played football on the playground with, and one of the kids was like, "Dude, like, you're like do you play Pop Warner? And I'm like, no. And like, do you play SYFL? No. That's what they call it out here, SYFL.
I coached at SoFi.
Okay, so
SYFL, yeah.
but like
that's how I met Josh Brockovich.
But all we did was play on the playground. And it was like one of those things. Like I was in the 6th grade. And he's like, I don't like. He's like, you don't play sports at all. Right. I was like, well, no, I don't. Like, how do I do that? And then he got me into sports, and then I got into football, and then I did it up until I graduated high school.
Okay.
And it was such an essential part of my life. And I wish I would have taken it more serious. Right? Isn't that how we all feel?
Correct.
Even you who went 4 years in college. You still thinking about it when you think about high school football. Like, I wish I would have been more serious then.
Right.
It's hard not to, but like for me, it's such a big part of my life. And then I stopped. So I say that to say you've talked about playing sports.
Right.
I know you played at Sierra, or is it Feather River?
Humboldt State. Sierra is a JUCO.
Yeah.
Junior college.
Oh, is it? Aren't you a JUCO?
No, Humboldt
Division
State is
3?
Division 2.
Division 2. How's that different from JUCO?
It's a university. That's a junior college. A JUCO is a junior college. It's a 2-year.
So Humboldt State is a university that's just not good enough to be Division 1.
So it depends.
So Division 2 is right above JUCO?
So check this out. So there's junior colleges, right?
Yeah.
There's NAIA.
Okay.
So which is smaller schools, Menlo College, different things like that. I don't know if they've moved. And then there's Division 3, and it really depends on the size of your school. It's almost similar to high school. It's the size of your school and the amount of funding that you're able to have, right?
So Division 2 is under JUCO.
No. So you go.
I'm sorry.
So let's go bottom.
So it goes Division
college.
1.
You want to go top down or bottom up?
I'm trying to figure out where you're at.
Which one do you want to do? And I'll give it to you. Top down or bottom up?
Top down, because I understand.
So
Division
top down is Division 1. That's your Alabamas, that's your Cals, that's your Oregons. And the reason why they're Division 1 is they have the biggest span of full ride scholarships, right? So they have the biggest variety of scholarship. They can bring in more players, right? And they can bring them in for free if you would. They also have the biggest perks, the biggest funding, yada yada yada.
What's next?
And then there's D1 AA. That's like Montana State, different place. That's Sac State. That's
Sac
UC
State.
Davis. That's Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. D1 AA.
I thought they were D1.
No, they are D1, but they're D1 AA. So in the regular season, you're not going to see them playing Pac-12.
The Davis Eagles?
The what?
They're the Eagles, right? Davis?
Davis is some type of horse. Aggies. They're the Aggies.
That's way different from
We beat Davis, actually. We beat Davis one year.
Okay,
So then you have D1 AA, and then you go D2. That's Humboldt State, Central Washington, Western Oregon, different places like that, right? Okay. And then there's D3, and then there's NAI. So there's a ton of levels to college football.
Okay.
So Division 2, I was really, really good.
But you saying JUCO, this is an interesting thing for me. I'd love for you to keep explaining. But here's an interesting thing for me.
Some of the best players in the world come out of junior college.
JUCO.
That's correct.
So I hate to say this, but I'm just going to ask you as a sports guy myself. Mm-hmm. Why if you couldn't get D1, why didn't you just go to a JUCO? Why did you go to Division 2? You could have went to Butte.
I got a full ride.
Okay.
Then
that makes sense. But I'm saying if you could go to I guess.
But also you got to understand going to a JUCO, if you're a fantastic player, a lot of people go to JUCOs for circumstance.
People go to JUCO because they didn't get into D1.
They don't go because maybe they didn't have grades. Maybe they got hurt during the season. Maybe they didn't have the good field. Maybe they didn't have the money. Right? Maybe the team that they wanted to go to didn't already spent their money. Right? Something like that.
They didn't give them offer.
So some of the Florida is a prime example. To my knowledge, Florida has
I'm gonna drink this water and then I'm gonna fuck you up.
Okay. It's a threat on the podcast. Florida there's Florida boys all over the place in junior colleges because Florida only has D1. They don't have D2. They don't have D3. So some of the best football athletes are in Florida, and they flood all over the country into junior colleges. And this is the thing. Junior colleges are range between guys who really liked high school football and some of the best athletes in the world.
Right.
So you go to a JUCO, you have an opportunity to fucking dominate.
Okay, so let me stop.
And you can get recruited.
So let me stop you. I'm a tug at your heartstrings because I know these football niggas. But it sounds like maybe you made a interesting, I don't want to say tough, I guess tough in hindsight, but an interesting decision where You went D2 because you got the full ride.
A lot of people make that decision, and I know exactly where you're going, but I'm not the type of dude who thought
You
I should have
didn't-
went D1. I'm not.
So you didn't think you were a good football player?
I was a great football
Why
player.
not go JUCO then? That's what I'm asking you.
Because
JUCO's not going to offer you a full ride. But what I'm asking you is if you care about football, which I know you do because you fucking did it for long enough. Don't let me insult you. But if you care about football long enough and you want to take it to the next level, why not go JUCO instead of D2?
because, man, like
That's what I mean.
I was a different type of player. I was a fullback. You know, I'm not running no 4.2s. I was a fucking good player. I was tough to tackle. I was very like football IQ. I was very smart. I worked harder than most, if you would. And they, with financial
You
aid,
played defense too or no?
not in college, but I did in high school.
Sure.
One way in college.
Yeah.
I was presented an opportunity where I didn't have to pay a dime to go to college. That going to JUCO was a bigger risk of not getting that opportunity in a year or two. But I had a guarantee right there.
Not getting the opportunity as far as going to college.
I wasn't going to go to college if I had to spend a fucking dime. Period.
Right.
I have my views
No.
about the education system. Like,
no.
It was
that
a
makes
ride.
That
It
makes
was a ride.
That
I
makes
took
a
it.
ton of sense.
Signed the paperwork.
I have friends that went to.
And also, we
I
were.
have friends that went D1 that should have went JUCO because they were that good and decided to go D1, walk on, practice squad, all that shit, and should have went JUCO. That's the reason why I ask you because like because I know when you go to a Butte College or you go to a Sierra College or where you go to a you're from Northern Nevada, so you know those places.
I'm
but like
not
when
from Northern Nevada, but
What'd
I
you say?
know Northern. I'm not from Northern Nevada. You mean Northern California?
I meant Northern California.
That's what you meant. We got it on camera.
Boy, we've been drinking.
We've been drinking.
No, but what I'm saying is like you're from Northern California, so you know where it's like if you or your parents or whatever have JUCO money, maybe you didn't get an offer from a D1.
Well, JUCO's cheap, but this is also like
but
I'm a
it sounds like we
I'm a
agree
different-
that if you win JUCO, you get more looks than if you go D2 as far as being pulled up to D1.
No, false. If you go D2,
Well, that's what I'm asking.
If you go D2, like if you go to a university, it's not that you don't get looks. It's that you're pretty much solidified in there. Because if I were to go D2, play a year and kill it, and
But
wanna-
the point
and
of
then-
JUCO
hold on,
for
hold on.
athletes is to get pulled up, though.
Correct.
Yeah.
But if I go to a university, this is the difference between a JUCO and a university. If I went D2 and I'm at Humboldt State, and then a Division I says I want you and we'll take you, and I transfer up to a Division I, I'm going to lose a year of eligibility.
Oh, really?
So once you go to a university, it's not that you can't just go there, right? But you hear all those things on ESPN about the transfer rules and different things like that and the timing, right?
So
but this
you
is
were
also
put- you
this
were
is
put
also a
in
different thing.
spot. You were put in a spot. It was either go to college for free and play football, or
But this
don't
is
go
a-
to college and play football at all.
This is a different thing about me, though. I loved high school football, and I was having a fucking blast, right?
Okay. Hold on. So
hold
let's
on.
get into the
Hold on,
question.
hold
What
on.
I was asking you.
I'm gonna go in on it. I never thought that I was gonna play college football. I didn't have that expectation. Just pull the mic out.
No.
Okay. All right. Just holding a squid.
What's up?
I was offered a full ride almost at the end of my high school career. Like
From Humboldt.
Football was well over. I thought I wasn't going to college.
You didn't think you were gonna play football anymore?
No, I thought I was no. And I didn't think I was going to go to college. Like I definitely had some looks and I sent some film out and I really wanted to, but I thought it was over. I had to pay my homie Khalil Keys. He's out of college now, so I can expose him. I had to pay my homie Khalil Keys to take some classes for me over the summer because I didn't even do the classes. I didn't have everything I needed to go to college. I didn't think I was going to go to college. So when they offered me something that I was like, holy shit, I could go to college for free, I just took it. I didn't give a fuck about JUCO. I didn't give a fuck about D1. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go to a powerhouse Division II, and I'm going to go to college for free. And I went with one of my best friends. It's still in California. It was a blessing, so I took it. Like, I wasn't like, this is the school that I need to go to, or I need to go to D1 or whoop-de-woo, because that just wasn't
You
where I
went
was at.
because you got free college.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty fucking cool. You've never said that on this podcast before?
No.
That's why I'm here.
That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here.
This is why I'm here.
Hey, high five.
High five.
Dude, because I was like, because like for me, bro, I played when I was young, and then all through high school, and then like I was a starter up until my senior year, and then I know it's a fucked up thing to say, but I was a starter up until my senior year, and then I just got outplayed by some juniors or whatever, which was weird because it was like it was like this opportunity that I've been working towards. Like I was a starter every single year. I don't think there was a year that I didn't score a touchdown, at least even what I'm saying, like even if it was a fluke or whatever. And you play both ways in high school. Mm-hmm. So when I got to my senior year, I was like, it was like one of those things where I was like, well, I'm rapping now. Mm-hmm. And I had a relationship and I wanted to go to college, but like, the senior year it was like devastating. Yeah. Like in a way where I was like, I guess football is not my thing. If I can get outplayed by juniors, if I can have a junior starting in front of me, so I never played. But like I've heard you talk about it so much, and I'm like, bro, like I just understand you not only did it your whole high school career. So let me ask you,
the first down
before you played high school, how long?
First snap I ever played was I was 3 days late to high school tryouts my freshman year, and I showed up in basketball shoes. I was a hooper my whole life.
Wait, so you didn't play football until you went to college. Okay.
Or freshman year in high school.
There's some kids who play since they're 10.
Some of the best players in the world.
10, 12 years old.
I'm going to piss myself, and I'm going to break the seal, and I'm pissed, and I'm going to do it. I have to.
Wait, should I keep talking?
Yeah, keep talking. Keep doing your thing. Talk to Danny.
Denny. What's up, man? Denny. Hey, let me ask you something. Can you hear me okay when I hold the mic like this? Y'all want me to spit a freestyle? All right, give me a word. Look, I'ma get at you. I'm a fucking nut like a cashew. Look, I'm a fucking bad Jew. Like my nigga over here acting in a bad mood. Hold up, let me spit it. Give me another word real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and spit that shit. What do you got for me, kid? Just give me a word. It can be a noun, adjective, even a verb. I don't know. Fucking Modelo's. I don't know. I be in the fucking hotel though, and I be with like 3 or 4 hell hoes, and they in this motherfucker looking like. Are you back? I'm back. You back? I didn't ask for a beat. I asked for a word. That's how freestyle got. That's how. You want to add something to my freestyle?
No, I can't freestyle.
Talk to me.
You have a critique about my freestyle?
It was a topic from earlier.
Oh.
Pick up the water bottle,
right?
right?
Thing to do.
No.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this the whole time.
That was a really good question, and I wish you asked it to me before so I could have like taken notes.
I'm sorry. Have we stopped?
No, we're going.
No,
We don't ever stop.
I just wanted to add this one
What's
thing.
up?
Pouring the milk before your cereal.
Actually, no. I actually know a Salvadorian person who does that.
Pouring your milk.
I
agree with you.
No,
What?
actually, it's funny that you say that because I literally know a
Who
Salvadorian.
the fuck would do that?
I literally know a Salvadorian person who pours his milk before his cereal
The one
because he thinks that the ratio is off,
He's a traitor.
which is not.
We don't affiliate with that fool.
Oh no, this person is a very interesting person. But I don't big up my friends no more on podcasts. Remember, high five.
High five.
Goddamn.
No shout outs today. If you did get a shout out, we're editing it out. Just know that.
Dude, I'm telling you, I love my friends so much, and I think that my friends who do cool things should be mentioned. But I go back and listen to some of my podcasts, and I'm like, yeah, so and so and so and so and so and so, and then I go and listen to, or not go and listen to, but like sometimes I hear other people talk about me or whatever in other spaces, and I'm like, oh, that's weird.
So you've heard how many times you've been mentioned on this podcast?
No, just a few.
This is a good 2 or 3 episodes.
No, you mention me a lot.
I do.
Which is good. But like you were saying, a lot of people know me, which is cool. Yeah. It's actually a really cool thing. My fiance, she hates it, bro. She says we can't go nowhere, and somebody knows us. We went to Apple Hill. You know where Apple Hill is? You ever been?
That big tree farm?
You ever been?
I've never been.
Oh, calling it a tree farm is a little. It's not.
Isn't it like a fucking apple tree farm?
Yeah, it's one big apple tree, and then there's a farm.
Really?
So essentially, what it is.
No, I thought it was an apple. Like there's tons of apple trees.
I mean, I guess that's probably how it works. Yeah.
Have you been there?
I've been there a few times.
Are there a ton of apple trees?
To be honest, I don't know because you usually go in the fall. Because what
I
people
thought it was like lined apple trees.
it's like right over out here. No, it's not. It's actually not.
It's a
You've
fucking
been to
apple tree farm.
You've been
yeah.
to Apple Tree. I'm sorry. You've been to
It's
Apple
lined-
Tree.
it's
You've been
a
to Apple
fucking-
Tree. No, you've been to Apple Hill. How many times?
A couple times.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it an apple tree farm?
Yes.
Grove is technically yeah.
Yes. It has
but
hella fucking
it's,
apple trees.
but it's multiple. It's multiple.
It's an association.
So it's like multiple apple orchards.
There we go.
Orchards. Angry.
Saying apple tree farm is hilarious, but it's a because it's technically not what it is.
Right.
It's a ton of apple orchards, which I guess they do come from trees, but it's not the way that it looks. Like you're not like it's not like hella trees or whatever. Anyways, we're getting away from the point. We go to Apple Hill, which is really it's like what an hour and a half away or some shit from Reno, and we went. I knew 3 motherfuckers who was in Apple Hill. They said, "Hey, what's up, man? What's up?" My girls like, "You can't fucking go anywhere.
You can't go anywhere.
They fucking everybody knows you. We go to Target. Somebody knows.
Target's the worst. Safeway. Safeway's the worst.
I don't go to Safeway. You go to Safeway because it's close here. But yeah, I go to Winco. I see them.
You know them all.
I see a bitch I used to know.
How do you know her? Huh? Who? Oh, her. Oh, her. Oh, I don't even know her. She just first named you. Oh, for real?
No, my girl's really cool. My girl's really cool when it
She
comes
must
to
like music.
when it comes to shit like that. She's really cool when it comes to shit like, how do you know? You know, because I never ask her that shit. Because before,
It's a dangerous question.
well, you know why? It's because I realized
That you don't want to
how
know?
much I like this relationship. That when I got into this relationship, that I don't actually have any exes. I don't have any, and I don't want to talk about them. And actually, they don't exist. Actually, because that's when you get into trouble. When they know who your exes are,
Oh, yeah.
or they know who you talk. And so, same thing with her.
I'm a virgin to every bitch I know. Big facts.
It's not so much that I'm a virgin. She knows where I've been or whatever, but like we just don't talk about who they are and what happened.
Right.
Whereas you know,
The last thing a female wants to know is that someone else knows what they know.
but you know what? Some females are inquisitive. Some females want to know, like not like officially. They don't want you to tell them, but like you know, when you get into a relationship, you start talking a little bit. Like when you're young, I guess when you're younger, I don't do it much anymore. But when you're younger, you start talking about. This is what I went through, and you know, and her name was this. You know, sometimes you have that. But with her, I realized I was like, yeah, we don't have any exes. This is treated that way, and I'm the same way. I'm like, you had men before, cool. I just don't want to know. Who
I don't
they
care.
are.
Yeah.
I just
I don't
wanna
need none of that.
You know,
The magic number is 3, right?
and it just makes it so much easier. You
People
know?
are like, do you know how many people they've slept? I'm like, that is the last thing on my mind.
Because for me, it's like you know, we could be in a room full of people, and if she knows
Oh yeah.
about some of these females, maybe I'm not allowed to be in that room anymore.
Right.
But if she knows about none of them, maybe they can all be friends.
Right. Did you mark that? Make
Does
sure
that
to
make
mark
sense?
mark that
Does
shit,
Does
nigga.
that make sense? Does that make sense?
That
My
is
girl is
no.
honestly so.
That is
fucking-
a staple, and it should be carved into a plate or a
But that's why you start
a
you stop
commandment
talking
or
about
whatever they
exes.
put 'em on,
But that's why
but-
you stop talking about exes. But I think that it's a normal thing when when you're younger and you have relationships, and you talk about. And you just talk about like what you've been through and who it was with and whatever. I think it's just younger, especially when everybody knows everybody.
right.
It's just a normal thing. So this, like when I realized how much I like this girl, and I want to stay with her, I did propose. So we're officially engaged. But like when I realized,
Congratulations.
back when I realized how much, thank you.
That was not too long ago, right?
Yeah, I proposed to her back in December.
How did you propose?
I don't want to talk about it because it was less romantic than I wanted it to be, but it was honestly like I planned like a really big like gesture, and it was really cool. And like when we were having dinner, she was like we had extra plans to go do something else. I don't want to divulge too much information, but it was basically like we had extra things to do, and like after dinner, she's like, you know what? I think we should just get back to our son. I feel really bad because we had to have a babysitter and shit. And she's like, I just want to get back. And I was like, cool. So like, so no, we're not gonna do anything after this. And then I had to propose like on the patio of wherever we ate.
Right. God, you're so secretive. It's sketch.
No, it's not. It's just a long story, and I don't want to get into it. And also, I'm mad every day. I'm like, man, I was like, if I would have proposed to you the way I wanted to, bitch, you would have never
Right,
left.
because you're
Hopefully she never leaves now.
But yeah, if you truly believe that you're only gonna do it, and this is the last time you'll ever do
Man,
it, you want to go out with a
I
bang.
planned this whole thing, and it was not as romantic as I wanted, but it was still cool, you know. So, I said I wasn't gonna do any shout outs on this. Nah, I'm not gonna.
Shout out who?
I'm not gonna do it.
Shout out who?
I'd have-
Because we can edit it. We'll put the at. We'll put the at.
No, I'm just gonna say.
Shout out. Put the camera on him, and he's
no,
gonna say shout out.
I'm
and
just
we'll
gonna
put the at whoever. Yeah, right into that camera.
I'm not gonna do that.
Shout out.
I'm just gonna say. I had a friend of mine
Oh
who I had to
my.
call last minute. I said, "Hey, bro, plan's not going how it is. Can you come take pictures?"
Right.
So
At friend of mine.
homie of mine drove hella fast to this restaurant that we had, went hella incognito and took pictures of the whole thing, which was cool. But yeah. But anyways, yeah, my girl's really cool. She just it's just one of those things where I was like, you know what? In order for this relationship to work, how about I don't tell her about my past?
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Because whenever I tell females about my past, they get all antsy for whatever reason, you know. Flipping the script every time we go out. Oh, you want to go because she's here.
Well, I think.
Bitch, I brought you here.
I think it's.
How the fuck I want to come here because she here and I brought you on purpose? I'd love to know it.
I think that shit is warranted though, because I think what gets into a girl's head really bad is all the things that you would do and the things that you would say and the romantic things and the physical things that you do, you could have possibly done with somebody else.
And I
which
did.
Then
But guess what? They don't need to know about it.
which then steals from the special and the uniqueness.
You think
of
that's
what's
the
happening.
reason why it's not?
I think that's a huge reason. Don't you
I don't think one girl's ever been like, you also took her to this hill, didn't you?
No, I've had bitches like, do you say the same shit? Do you hit it the same way?
Okay,
Do you do this?
I've had girls.
You know what I mean?
I've
They
had-
definitely ask that question. Oh, is she better at?
Yeah, but guess
did
what?
She,
but
does
guess
she do
what?
this to you when
Guess what? And I
whoop-de-woo?
love my. Can I get some of that?
And
lime?
Can I
get some of the lime?
and you know what I don't want to tell them?
What?
Yes, they fucking do.
This is actually This is actually a question that I want to ask you because you. This is another thing that he's said. I have no more questions.
Here we go.
We're about to get into our shit. This is actually something that I did want to ask you, and I'm not gonna ask you, so I'm just gonna touch on it, and I don't need you to answer it. I want to talk to you about bitches because I've heard you talk about females on here, and you really don't get into it. But man, I'd love to talk about bitches, man. Because
Suddenly this mic isn't working. Honestly.
but hey, but I'll say this.
That is
hold
so
on.
weird.
I like to go back and say, when I say bitches, what I mean is females and like honorable women.
I just don't know y'all personally.
I do like to say bitches though. That's a very good general term. I know not every girl is gonna agree with that, but I think when you say
I look
bitches,
at it as a
when you say
non-derogatory
bitches,
term.
like we understand. Hold on. Did you want lime?
No, I'm good.
Oh wow. Oh, he's hardcore over here.
Take me to Coachella.
Huh? Yeah, at Coachella, I take a chaser.
Yeah. Oh, sweet fuck. That one hit different.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about bitches.
Oh, God.
But because I hear
This is a
because I
date.
hear you getting into
That one
it.
hit different, huh? That one did it not? I think it's because it's down to room temp.
I hear you getting into it.
We should have put that shit in the freezer.
in some of your episodes. Put it in there. But where's the? I don't know where the cap is. Oh, you have it. Because I hear you getting into it a little bit, and then you don't get into it, and I'm like, man, this guy has a rap sheet.
It's getting sketch.
I'm like, my guy has a rap sheet, and I love to talk about it. But yeah, no, we're not gonna talk about
Okay,
it.
no. Ask me whatever question you got about bitches.
No,
Let's go.
no. There actually is no question about bitches. What I wanted to say was I wanted to talk about bitches. So,
Okay.
but there's no question. No, I'm saying there's no question. I just want to talk about it, but let's not talk about it. Okay. So I end this this part of the conversation by saying, like, you know.
So you don't want to talk about bitches, but you want to ask me a question about bitches, but you don't want to speak about bitches, but there's no questions about bitches.
Listen, there's
Let's
no
talk about bitches.
No, listen, there's no question about bitches that I
Where my
wanted to ask
bitches
you. I just
at?
really wanted to talk about bitches. But when I think about bitches, sometimes I think about talking about bitches, and I think, we'd rather just not talk about.
I'm gonna
about
keep it
bitches.
100. I love talking about bitches because I
High
love
five.
me some bitches. High five to the bitches, bro. I
bitches.
love me some bitches, bro.
Look, this is what I'm saying.
Bro, you just started daydreaming mid-banner. Hey,
Oh no! Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Okay,
good.
Actually, I wasn't gonna say anything. Well, I mean, it is about bitches.
talk to me.
I don't know if we should say bitches this many. Can we switch? Because I feel like we've been. Who's turned off the podcast at this point?
I mean,
No, okay, so
I
what-
say bitches a lot, so it's all good.
So this is what I was gonna say. When it comes to females,
Okay.
like we shouldn't talk about our partners because, like, sometimes when you fucking a girl,
Mm-hmm.
and you go, and she does something or y'all do something or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously you enjoy it,
Right.
but part of you goes, where the fuck she learned that?
Yeah.
and that's why I'm like, you know what? I don't want to know because it'll ruin it. It'll ruin it. And she doesn't want to know. She doesn't want to know.
I've had girls who ride me like fucking Seabiscuit, and the only way that they could bring that talent to the bedroom is through repetition and hard work at the same time.
That's what it is.
And I have to block it out.
Practice?
Because I'm like...
That's what I'm saying.
'cause
Like,
I'm
you know,
also like,
when you go,
have,
where have you learned?
You have felt the length of my dick, and you have timed your ride to the point where you're truly going right to the tip and to the base.
Real scientist shit.
And you ain't missed one time. You ain't missed one time. You've been riding that shit for...
Scientific method of dick.
skill.
Dude, I'm telling you.
And not everybody has that natural talent, so I don't ask.
When you have a female...
I don't ever ask.
Like, if she sucks dick really good and you go... Who got you to this point?
How many dicks have you made disappear? No, I need
Sure.
to fucking know.
But you don't want to.
I don't want to know at all.
You kind of just want to live in that moment and you go, this is really good.
You want to hear the
I
answer?
don't want to know how many hours it took. They say it takes 10,000 hours to make a professional. Was it an expert? It's 10,000 hours to make
an expert in a craft. Hey, you know what
I don't want to know how you got to this point.
You know where my insecurity's at? When I see when a female makes my shit just disappear and she's killing it and she's topping me off, I'm like, man, you have taken on much bigger dicks than what you're exposed to right now.
I'm about to ask you a question. We're about to take this podcast in a different direction. You got a big dick, man.
Whoa.
I know. I didn't have to. But are you saying that because you're saying that like it's impressive? Because sometimes when I've seen that with girls, I go, am I really not a challenge to you?
Yeah. Like, sweet Jesus. Like,
I go.
Shit's just gone. It's all gone.
I go, well, I guess I'm not your first competitor. Your first competitor.
So you're just going to take all of it? Okay, cool. No, all of it?
I can't tell if this is impressive or embarrassing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you make my dick.
It hurts my heart.
And you go, did you struggle at all?
Yeah.
No?
Copy that.
I'm just going to sit here and.
Yeah.
Oh!
I really hope you're having a good time, yeah.
Oh!
Would you like me to make breakfast in the morning? Now you're trying to add on additives.
Give me a beer though, because I think that or could you please give me a beer? I didn't mean to, but yeah, that's all the questions I have for you. We kind of like trailed off.
Trailed off, nigga. We're 2 hours in, bro. You just made a podcast.
I know, but that's not what I wanted to do. I have much more for you.
Yeah,
What's up? What's up? You got Google Drive?
What?
Do you have Drive? You guys know what I'm talking about? Do you have Drive?
What's Google Drive? Isn't it where you like drop Excel sheets and shit?
You can.
Shut the.
Or it's kind of like a WeTransfer.
Like workbooks or something? Oh, Google Drive is like WeTransfer? I
You
know
have
WeTransfer.
Google?
I
You have Google?
Yeah, I got it on my computer. I have it on my phone too.
I'm saying, do you like have a Gmail?
I have a Gmail as well, yeah.
Okay.
Wow, what's going on? What are you sending me?
I'm gonna send you some shit,
Don't
bro.
be-
Like we got into the portion where I'm gonna start
Oh, okay.
playing this motherfucking. I'm gonna start playing these motherfuckers. See, that's why I asked you.
Do you have games?
on my phone?
Okay. Hey, you know what I did want to talk to you about? Because you're a dad and I'm a dad.
Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna get into.
I really did want to get into that.
Are we gonna? We can. All right, we're gonna make a drinking game about that. I need to pee. I need to pee. But I want to send you some snippets. Let's get into the.
While you're peeing, send me the snippets.
Yeah. What's the Wi-Fi here?
It's on the box, so.
Okay. Well, guess what? I'm not near the box. So what's your Wi-Fi? You really don't know it.
I know the title, but the password is going to come after that, and you're going to need to go to the box. So either way, you should.
You don't know the password. Do you have Spectrum?
No, I have AT&T. I'm 86. I'm 86 from Spectrum.
So it's probably actually a really difficult.
I have I sold 13 Spectrum boxes, and then I got caught up. So they
I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna call my dude. I'm gonna send you some shit. Pull up the questions that you want. I gotta pee, bro. I gotta pee so bad. Let's take a shot before I pee.
I'm so excited where this podcast is about to go. Yeah.
Let's take a shot before I pee.
Really?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we just took a shot.
Take a shot before I pee. Okay. I'm gonna call my friend. I have to call my friend. He's gonna send me this music video. He just shot it. Lazy piece of shit. I can freestyle. I freestyle while you were in the bathroom. What?
Okay.
Why do you say it like you're worried about me?
Treazy. Treazy? You good, bro?
Bitch.
You know why I'm worried about you?
What are you worried about?
Is the camera on me? Are you fucking young? Talk to your boy. I'm going to write him up. This is why I'm worried. Stop. Reach your hand out of the camera. This is why I'm worried right here.
What?
This is why I'm worried.
You drank 2 bottles like with your friends or whatever, remember?
They were 7-Eleven bottles were like this big.
7-Eleven Terramana?
You talking about 2 mics and some Mexicans?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
That wasn't too
Did you listen to that episode?
There wasn't.
That was a fantastic episode.
It was
By the end of the episode, I was just fucking sloshed.
Why? How am I getting? Anyways, they weren't 2 of these Terramana bottles.
No, that would be.
So this is 2 of those.
I'd be unbelievably blacked out.
Well, here we go.
I'm pretty fucked up right now.
Oh, chill.
Public service announcement.
Eat some
Danny,
fucking-
I hope
eat
you're
some
really.
fucking
I hope you're really going back and forth. You better be active on the shit.
I gotta pee. I
Maddie
gotta pee.
on?
So can we hurry up and take the shot?
Oh, now you're in a rush. Oh,
I will take this shot by myself. I
Oh,
swear to God, I
now
will
it's
take
on
this-
his time. Oh, wow. I remember the first time I had to break the seal.
You better freestyle while I'm gone. Freestyle while I'm gone.
You know what I will though, because I do want people to.
I sent you a bunch of stuff too.
I want people to see this. You on this camera? Can you see the phone? Go this camera. That's lovely. Danny, welcome to Quarter Life Crisis, man.
I'm excited to be here.
That's what we do.
It has been a big day for me today.
It's an extremely informal, fun way to shoot podcasts, which is a blast. And also when you have cats like Treazy, like, I know we're getting fucking wild and out, but it really is fun to have people who have come on the show and then continue to listen to the content, you know, and they bring things that they want to say, and they bring this elaboration, which is lit. And excited.
There's no way you were freestyling just now.
I was.
You can't freestyle for that long. I can't even freestyle.
You got me
for that.
fucked up, bro. How do you know my freestyle skills aren't tight?
Bro, I was trying to tell you guys. I was like, yo, this is how I used to freestyle. This is how I got good at freestyling back when I was younger.
Let me ask you something, okay?
I gave
I'm
you
gonna
this
I'm gonna ask you
chair.
something for
I gave
real.
you this chair. You don't tell your listeners that I gave you this chair.
Listeners, yes, I do.
When did you say that? Tell the listeners that I gave you this chair.
Maybe not
You
recorded.
never told it. I gave you this chair.
You know what I have said though, and I know you've
Out of
heard it.
respect, because
you know what I?
hey, hold on.
No, you know what I have said, and you've heard it. Hey, listen.
When that first came on this podcast, this motherfucker had some chairs that was like you sitting like eating porridge with the 3 little bears and shit. So I brought this motherfucker this chair. I had a friend of mine.
You got me fucked
We're not
up,
doing
bro.
no shout outs in this motherfucker, but I had a friend of mine who was getting rid of all these swivelly chairs. He gave me 2 of them, and I said, you know who needs swivelly chairs? Podcast Papi. You know what he did? He went and got some fucking new chairs. Didn't tell anybody that I gave him this. It just sits here in the fucking corner.
You know what I have said though.
Tell your listeners.
I have said that.
Tell your listeners.
I have said though.
I'd like for you
I
to
have
tell
said.
your listeners.
I have said. Treazy, silencio, por favor. I have said that this entire studio is built by my guests. I have said that. End quote.
Tell your
Okay.
listeners right now while I'm here.
Okay, so to all my
Do
listeners
you
out there,
use this chair ever?
yeah, I have 3 guests.
Bro,
I have 2
remember
guests on
before
here all
you
the
had
time.
these?
Look
These
at
are
the mic.
nice chairs. These are nice. But do you remember before these chairs?
I had those chairs are they're sitting on the chairs.
Yeah.
He's sitting on one of them.
But remember, I was like, you didn't have a fucking.
I didn't.
I
It
was
so
like,
bad.
I gotta bring my guy one.
Okay, ready?
What's up?
We can cut this out. This is me. I wrote this, and I was listening to it. And I rapped it.
Get ready for the drinking game.
No, you gotta watch it.
I'm ready. Get ready for the drinking game.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna watch this. Get ready. Y'all did this to Uchi Wally. Y'all did this to Uchi. You had a freestyle to Uchi Wally.
I did. It was lit. How many rappers do you know?
Uchi Wally.
Hey, how many rappers do you know that say poo in a rap?
No, bro. You said I'm a spread. I don't know what you said, but you said it, and I loved it when you said it. But I don't remember. But man,
I said I'm a nasty motherfucker, so it's easy to choose.
this
I'm a
was
nasty
recently, too.
motherfucker, so
This
eat where they
this
poo.
Is you spitting recently a verse that you.
That was this weekend.
A verse that you wrote a long time ago. It sounds like.
This is correct.
So you did used to rap.
No, like my buddy, so a good friend of mine, Grims Exclusives.
Why are you saying that? I
My
just
official
saw you.
partner?
I just saw you rap. Why are you saying that you did not have a?
No, I do.
You do?
I have.
Oh, you do?
So Grims Exclusives.
No, you do?
Grims Exclusives.
Do you or do you not?
No,
Don't let me get you on a feature.
no. Grims is a rapper.
How? That was a fire. That was a fire verse.
Listen. Grims is a rapper, and he's my best friend. And sometimes he will hit me up with a beat that has an empty verse, and I've had like 4 or 5 of them where he'll ask me to write. And I believe that I'm quite articulate, and sometimes I can throw some words together, and I'll jump on a verse every once in a while. So am I a rapper? No. Have I made music before? Yes.
You're a dumbass idiot.
Thanks, man.
Because you know what? Everything that you just fucking described is literally what makes Drake the best rapper in the world. Sometimes I'm articulate and I can put words together and I'm light skinned and you know what? And sometimes I might hop on a verse every once in a while. Do you know how Drake got famous? People don't say it no more, but they
wheelchair-
used to say it all the time.
A wheelchair-
People used to go,
hey,
I love listening to Drake because, bro, like when he raps, bro, like you just hear everything he's saying, bro. Like he's so articulate, bro. You know why niggas like me, bro? I had friends who'd be like, bro, when you rap, it's like mad articulate. I'm like, yeah, like a light skin would, like that makes sense.
So are you happy? I make music. I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you just told me that you do not.
I'm a rapper.
That's what I wanted you to say a minute ago.
Fat Drake in this bitch.
There's no way that this camera just looks at you.
Look staring at me. Look at it looking at me. Don't move it. Whoa. Treazy. Wow.
How? No. How many shots have I given you? Can we talk about why?
It's not about you, bro. It is.
Since when was it not?
You're right. You're
Since
right.
when was it not?
You're right. You're right.
That you did. I was gonna wave that I caught.
Are you fucking joking? Are you fucking kidding me? Have you ever had a guest do that?
This is literally my favorite episode. No one's ever touched that camera because that camera's worth a lot of money.
You know who else is worth a lot of money? Me.
You know.
I'm a fucking empire. All right, let's get into the drinking game.
Truth or drink.
Yeah, we should do that one.
That's what the
Or do
one
you
you
want to
wanna
do
do?
the dad one? Well, we should do it with beers. Can you give me a? We should do it with beers because with shots it'll be dangerous. You have questions?
So this is what we'll do. I have something that says 15. I think it's 15 things. Oh my Grims. 15 things that dads notoriously say.
I am a father.
Okay? So 15 of the funniest things that dads all do. So we'll go through the 15. If we do them, we'll drink. If we don't, we're in the free.
Just so we're clear, that's not truth or drink. That's not how I understood truth or drink. So
This isn't truth or drink. This
we'll
is
do
just a
truth or
game
drink
that I made.
after this.
Correct.
And I'm gonna think about some shit off the top, and
Okay.
you're gonna have to think about some shit off the top, like freestyling, like I did earlier when you went to the bathroom. Did you guys get that? Whatever.
So we'll go dad or drink. Okay. So if you do it as a dad, you don't have to
We're
drink.
gonna do this with beer though, right?
If you
get a full beer then.
if you don't,
Like we should both start with the full beer.
who the fuck is that guy, dude?
He's the guy you signed a contract
You're
with.
right. Hey, you damn right, and I'm
Yeah.
happy about it. I'll tell you what, every motherfucking time, bro.
Hey, the True Lab. What do they call him? Tour to Space.
The growth of a quarter life crisis is nothing without 2 or D.
You're a disgrace.
Thanks, man. That work out. Oh, look who decided to come to the podcast.
Oh, Tour to Space. You're a disgrace.
Now all of a sudden he's
Pure
part of
in
the
my
group.
face.
It's like when you guys are playing, I'm gonna be drinking with you.
Hey, big facts. Aiden.
Out of the camera.
Is the camera on me? Is the camera on me? Hey,
Dispersion or
write him up,
taste.
okay, I want Danny. I'm gonna put it on the podcast. I want
curse
Danny
for the
written
bass.
up. I want him. I want it. I want to sign it too. I
Lurking
want 2 lines.
with
I want the
in
CEO
place,
of
lurking
Tour
in
D
place.
Space on it, and then I want proud sponsor of Tour D Space, Quarter Life Crisis, Ricky Sims, aka Podcast Poppy signature date. That's what I need. That's what I need.
Purse with some change.
I swear to God, you're getting written up, bro.
Endorsed right.
Curse when I change.
You El Salvadorian son of a bitch, you. Okay.
Yo, this nigga opens his beer with his teeth. I have one. Hey. So I was gonna say the only other
was
person I
rocking
know
my-
who does that is somebody you got to get on this podcast.
I was rocking my football championship.
This is the one shout out. This is the one shout out I'm gonna do on here.
Okay. I think you've
And,
done a
and
couple.
you and you got to do not today.
No, you definitely have.
No, I
cheers me, bro.
tracked
Open my
those.
shit.
I tracked those shout outs back, and I just said friends. I didn't say. I said
Shout
friends.
out Smoke Screezy.
Do not shout him out. Do not shout him out. Do not shout out ZP Redick.
Shout out Smoke.
Do not shout out Eddie Rodriguez. Do not shout out.
Shout out TTVRD.
Do not shout out the Till the Veins Run Dry.
Shout out ZP Radic.
Do not
he just
shout
put
out-
his brand new single out. Missing out.
Who
It's
cares?
fucking fire.
Who cares?
Run that shit.
He puts a single out every week. Who cares? Love that guy.
Who else do you hate? Who else do you hate?
I hate ZP Redick the most.
Shout out ZP. You're good,
Again.
Shout out-
I love ZP. Actually,
Bro. Shout out ZP's barber.
bro. Actually, like me and Chris have a song together from last year that I put out.
You call him Chris, huh?
I call him Chris for the humbling, aspect.
Because you hate him.
No, I either call him Zippy or I call him Chris.
Oh, okay.
But he's actually one of my favorite people. But like, we have a song together, and he's like, bro, like why? He's like, why don't we put out? Because he's doing all his own videos now. And he's like,
saw that.
why don't we put out a video for our song? And I'm like, because you're old. He's like, so what? I'm doing videos now, and I'm like, oh, maybe.
You know what I think?
But instead of him being like, we have a song together, why don't we put this video out? Let's do it. I'm like, for sure, let's do it. And he's like, $200. I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, nigga, I thought we were
You're gonna
friends.
pay for a feature, bro. Come on.
I thought we were doing this
I can go
together.
on Quarter Life Crisis for free.
Yo, but ZP's one of the hardest working artists
He's
out
nasty.
here.
He dropped his when he came on here. I had no idea what his like, and I know that he had I forget what I think it's like.
Oh, I want to talk to you about this.
I
too.
forget what the spot.
You know what
was or
though?
whatever.
You know what though? I've
But
been
what he-
in this Reno circuit for a long time, and I've had a lot of opportunities to open for shows.
Right.
And here's my problem: the shows here in Reno are not quality.
Right. It's not a mecca for
In,
music.
in my opinion, and so you know what? Like ever since I've been doing music, and I've had the opportunity, I've had the links, I've had the people who would get you in to these shows. Not every single one it's not a mix. Like I feel like the type of music that I've released or the type of music I've always done. If I'm doing a show, it has to make sense for the type of music that I'm doing. I'm not gonna open for an artist that doesn't do similar music
Right.
to what I do. And I think that I think that in a way I've kind of been pretentious with it, where like, cause like for me, I'm like, well, I don't do this type of music. Why would I attend? Like, why would I open for the show? It doesn't make any sense. Demographic wise, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
I don't want to get
not what you're
booed.
trying to
I don't
go
want to
after.
get booed as an opener or whatever. And so it's a very interesting thing to watch my friend ZP progress as an artist, because he took every show.
And he opened for
When he
some
was younger,
He opened for some of my favorite artists
He
in the
took
world.
every show to the point where when he was still taking shows, it did match his music. Maybe he changed his music or whatever, but like it didn't match.
Well, I
his
think
music.
due to repetition, the conformity will happen, right?
I don't know because I think that the performances that they bring out here historically have been bad, unless they're for the bigger stages, the Reno Event Center or whatever. And so like my thing has always been, I'm not gonna open for just anybody. I'm just not going to.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. I love Bone Thugs. I should not open for Bone Thugs. You know what I mean?
No.
I love Short. Actually, I probably would open for Short.
Both of those I don't understand.
Yeah, like my type of music or whatever. So in a way, it's like, like the type of music that I do, like whatever, like I think that I've always come from a very pretentious place. Cause like I'm from the standpoint where I'm like, I'm an artist, bro.
Right.
I'm like, shout out ZP.
Shout out ZP Radic.
That's my guy.
Coming straight from Treazy, who did a shout out during the podcast. Did you get that?
Well, I mean,
Beautiful shout out.
But you put
a shout out ZP Radic from Treazy.
Just so we're clear, every time he posts something on his story.
Welcome to the show.
Every
on ZP's Nuts.
time Ricky posts a story.
This is a new segment on ZP's
every
Nuts.
time, hey,
Shout out
every
ZP.
every time Ricky posts a story, he'll put ZP's music on the story.
Do I put your music too?
No,
You've
done it once.
I've done it 3 times, bro.
I don't watch every story you do.
Thank you, mother. Ooh, shout out ZP Radic.
But you know what?
The support and the how much you watch my stories, bro.
No, hold
I
on.
appreciate
Wait.
you.
You do post ZP a lot more though.
I do. He has a huge library on.
That's a
Instagram.
problem. For some reason, my Instagram is not that.
It's not that. It's not a big. You have like 3 songs, and I put them all
Yeah.
on there. It's something Friends, right?
Friend bad.
Friend Bad, and then
Imaginary Haters.
and one from. You don't have any
Not
from.
you.
You don't
Yeah,
have any from.
actually,
what's it called? What's that album? That my favorite.
Super
album?
Salad?
Super Salad. You don't have any
Yeah,
on there.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta fix that.
I do gotta fix that. So
Maybe I'd
okay, so
fucking
maybe
shout you out.
so maybe he'd shout me out.
Maybe I'd change you out.
That is the problem though, huh?
3 options, 3
Yeah,
stories.
yeah,
I gave him everything.
Hey,
I could
Zippy
give
does
him.
have a
This
lot.
is the respect
Zippy
I
does
give.
have a lot of options, but
a
you know
huge
who else has a lot of options? A friend that I'm not gonna shout out.
Okay, let's get into this. Hold on. So, mark this because I want to. This could possibly
don't
be a
even know
cut
how I
away
got
from the
to
whole
that shit.
podcast. So we're gonna do 15 things that dads do. If we do them, okay. If we do them, we'll drink.
Oh, you want them open? I got you.
If we do them, we drink. If we don't do
If
them,
we don't do them,
then we don't drink.
we don't have to drink. Okay.
I want to drink though. Beer or they have to be healthy chugs though.
I think it's gonna be healthy. Okay. Because I think the first one we're both gonna drink. Okay. So 15 things. If we do them as a dad, we're gonna drink. If we don't do them, we won't, and we'll talk about
All
it.
right, put your stupid Modelo to the side.
Okay.
Or you can chug that if you want, if you're really about it.
Has anybody ever told you that you're a real bully? Because I literally have a brand new open Modelo right here, and you just pushed this on me.
Why
and
did you
now
give
I
that to me then?
I didn't give it to you, bro.
How did I get 2 then? Who's closest to the fridge? You gave me 2?
Mark
Give
this
me that
as well.
one.
Let's cut this out. Okay, I'm gonna need to because I do a lot of these. Because I do white shit. Ready?
Because I do it.
Right? As a dad, do you fall asleep the second that you sit on the couch?
Nah, I'm not a big couch sleeper.
Cheers, because the second I hit
cheers.
the second I hit the fucking couch, I'm
Do
out.
me a favor, since that one is almost gone, just chug that whole thing for that one. Oh, you're a good chugger. Oh, I didn't see that coming.
That sounded like a sexual comment. Did you hear that?
I'm a terrible chugger. Actually.
Wow, did you just throw
I'm
that
a really-
Modelo?
I didn't say that.
That's why I don't talk about my exes, you know what I'm saying?
Stupid. You're stupid. Yo, Rick,
1,000 hours, baby.
what's your address?
What?
What's your address?
5200. You got it on me?
Yeah.
5200 Summit Ridge Drive,
I'm gonna have a special guest come through.
apartment number 4514. Pull up if you dare.
I'm not gonna put
We
that
run with big
45.
heat here.
14. Is it really 45, 14?
Yeah, 4514. I have no problem put that thing on the net because I will. It's Nevada. You could blow somebody's fucking head off, and the cops will high five you, like white men, and then they'll say,
Oh yeah? I was messing about that. All right, let's go.
"Okay." So second thing, how old are your kids? How old are your kids?
One's 1 and one's 3.
Okay, so here's one that not that we do, but one that do we think we'll do. Okay. Notorious thing that dads do is ask about your car. Every dad is notorious for asking their children, especially daughters, if they've gotten their oil change, when the next one is, right?
But you got to, though. That's just being a dad.
You got to be a dad. You got to be a dad. I think I'll do it too.
Healthy child. Well, I mean,
The
I got
second
a
they come
I
home,
got a daughter.
college or anything.
Maybe when you have a son, you think he knows.
He
but,
don't.
like, I got a daughter, so I
He
know.
don't. You good?
Jesus. Was that healthy?
This one's weird. Sneeze really loud. Do you sneeze really loud?
Dude, I sneeze. I'm not. but you know what's crazy about that is I learned that from my dad.
Because your dad sees it. Is it Kevin Hart?
Is my father Kevin Hart?
No. The sneeze loud thing.
Dude, my dad is ferocious.
Okay, so
I used to think my dad was Mufasa.
here we go.
I swear to God.
This is a terrible start because we're 3 in and I've gone 3 for 3.
I think
Do you guys have kids? Your girl wants a kid though, right?
y'all motherfuckers got Modelo's.
She been trying to get a kid. You have a dog?
What are you doing? Does your dog do this?
Do you have kids with your dogs? Anyways,
Come on now.
okay, so dads always act like they're younger than they are. Every dad acts way younger. They dress way younger. They drink like they're in college.
I'm gonna do that just because
I think I'll do that.
Because I already know I'm a hip nigga.
When Cooper's a
I'm just
teenager,
I'm just into shit.
when
I'm just
Cooper's a
into shit.
teenager and he's like a freshman in college, I'm like, nigga, invite you
Look,
to the
but hold
dorms.
on. Let's talk about
Where
it,
the
though.
bitch is at?
Being hip really is just being cultural and shit. I'm gonna be a cultural dad.
Are you gonna be a cultural dad?
Oh yeah, nigga, I'm in the culture.
You're not gonna wear like New Balances and mid-high socks.
First of all, New Balances are for
Ooh,
support.
okay.
I'm gonna wear the New Balances, but I'm gonna be into all
Extra
the music.
wide, yeah, extra wide.
But I'm gonna be into all the music.
Do
Are you drinking or are you not?
I'm going.
Are you not hip?
I'm in it. It's a bad idea. Okay. All dads think they're smarter than the GPS. Dads and directions. Dads feel like they know how to get everywhere and anywhere with the GPS.
I'm gonna give myself a break from drinking.
I'm gonna give myself a break too.
By say I'm not gonna give myself a break from drinking.
I go with the. I don't. Go
I
with
am
the-
smarter than the GPS if I'm somewhere I know.
I'm not smarter than GPS. There's one town.
If
There's
you-
three towns. There's 3 towns in the world.
If you move back to Petaluma with Cooper, are you smarter than GPS?
Yes.
Right.
All right. That's fair.
That's what I'm saying. If my daughter in Reno, maybe I know how to get there.
Shouts out to Treazy for remembering that I grew up in Petaluma.
Come on now. This nigga said, "Oh yeah, I live on the GPS."
Okay.
You're not from here, nigga. Of course you live on the GPS.
Oh my God, bro. All dads write in all caps. Tell me what on that writing. Which one is mine?
I got my dick in the jar of a bimbo with packs
Of the
Of the
endo
endo
and
in the
back
back
of
of
the
the beat.
benzo. I got my dick in the jar of a bimbo with packs of the endo and back of the benzo.
So you really do rap, huh?
That's not my rap. That's Grimm's.
Shout out Grims.
Shout out Grimm's. Shout out Grimm's.
You might as well drink that though.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I'm not gonna.
It's a terrible idea. How far are we? We're
It's
gonna,
your
have,
fucking
we're gonna have
idea.
to end this bitch right after this.
No, we're not.
Holy fuck. We've been drinking for 2 hours.
This was my idea though. This was my idea. I think this was my.
Are you
idea.
watching the That's the thing. He's just watching the show. Aiden, just go pee, bro.
Do you have to go? Do you have to go pee?
No, I'm just. He looked like he was doing the pee dance.
You want to talk shit about Jewish people?
Whoa, bro.
What?
It's not that I want to talk shit about
I'm
Jewish
trying to-
people.
I
It's
guess
that
I'm-
we should talk shit about Jewish people.
No, we shouldn't. I'm just trying to figure out why you
What?
want him out of the room so bad. He's like
I think they're
he's
the
like, hey
best.
man, why don't you leave the room real quick so we can talk about something?
You know what the worst part of the BLM movement was? Black jokes are the funniest jokes in the world, and they became taboo. But anyways,
What?
Oh, they're the best.
What?
What?
Black jokes are not the funniest jokes in the world. Straight up Jewish jokes are. Funny. Hey, they are, bro. They are. No. You know what the funniest jokes are? Before you continue this, dead baby jokes are literally the best.
Dude, correct.
Do you know one?
What's the difference between dead babies and a pizza?
Lamborghini. Oh.
And a pizza. Pizzas don't scream when you put them in the oven.
Oh, that's also a Jewish joke.
That's a double hitter, bro. High five. Thank you. Y'all weren't ready for that.
I like how
That's a double play. That's a double play. Y'all weren't ready for my.
You like Boy in the Striped Pajamas? Sad movie. No, but you like it though.
Which movie?
Boy in the Striped Pajamas? Oh, you never seen that movie?
No.
Bro, watch Boy in the Striped Pajamas. It's so good.
I can't watch movies like that because I cry a lot during movies. I cry a lot.
Supposed to.
I watched Armageddon the other day.
If you don't want to watch Boy in the Striped Pajamas, watch Jojo Rabbit as like literally the opposite of that.
Have you guys seen Armageddon? Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck.
Yeah, with fucking and they're like, let's fly to the moon.
Nigga.
We have to blow up this asteroid before he gets to.
I cry.
Ben Affleck's in that motherfucker.
I cry at least 3 times during that movie.
Ben Affleck's fucking Bruce Willis's daughter and shit.
God,
Y'all never seen that movie?
you never seen it?
never seen
Bro,
Armageddon?
There's a
You've
part.
never seen Armageddon?
There's a part at the end
Yeah.
when Bruce Willis throws Ben Affleck back in the thing, and he decides that
Bro,
Ben Affleck's
it's
supposed to
not
die.
a
and
spoiler
Bruce-
at this point. That movie was released in 1999. He's like trying not to give spoilers. He's like, bro, like I don't know if you know how this ends. Bro, nobody on here is gonna be like, Armageddon. I'm gonna watch
They haven't
Armageddon.
seen him. They haven't seen it.
They're not gonna watch it because of what
You
we're
should
talking
watch
about.
it. It's one of the best.
You should watch Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Listen.
Text him if
Armage-
you watch that movie. Then you watch.
You shut your filthy mouth for a second. Armageddon is one of the best movies that I've ever seen. It's in my top 5.
You're a fucking
Thank you. I appreciate whatever's coming next. I really do
idiot.
appreciate
You're a
it.
goddamn idiot.
After looking at the next things,
There's
I feel
no
like
way
I'm gonna-
Armageddon's in your top 5 movies of all time.
It makes me cry multiple times. It makes me cry like 3 times.
Why?
Because it's an emotional movie.
Let's just continue.
It's sad and emotional.
Dude, what? Have you ever seen 500 Days of Summer?
Yeah.
Is that in your top 5?
No.
How not?
Because I'm a different human being than you, Treazy. Okay?
He's like,
Next
I
one.
only get emotional when Earth's gonna be destroyed, but not when a girl breaks my heart. No way.
Bitches don't break my heart,
Dude,
but
you're
a
still
comet
wearing-
could fuck this whole planet up. I'll tell you that right now. Listen,
A bitch comment.
as a dad, do you comment on gas prices in other cities and states?
I actually don't.
When you go on vacation with your family, when you stop for gas in different cities, your dad will comment on the gas prices.
I don't because
I just did this 48 hours ago. I was in California. It was like
Really?
4:15. I was like, nigga, what? I wasn't with my family. I was with the homies. So I was like, nigga, who the fuck?
imagine turning to your 3-year-old nigga.
Yeah, nigga, what?
Nigga.
I was with Koopa's in the back.
And Cooper's like, nigga, I can't
Koopa's
believe
in the
that
back.
shit.
I swear to God.
Cooper's like, yeah, bruh.
I told, hey, Joe Biden's a mark, nigga, on everything.
And Cooper's like, hey, fuck Joe Biden, nigga.
Big facts. So I'll go by myself. Do you do it? You have to do it. You're Jewish, yeah?
Do what?
Do you comment
don't,
on gas
I don't.
prices?
I don't comment on gas prices because I get it.
I bitch and complain about gas prices a lot.
Thank
But
you.
do you
Thank
do it?
you.
But
Cheers.
do you?
You're
Come
El
on.
Salvador.
But do you do it when you go to another?
I was just in San
Because I get it. Y'all never went to. Hey, bro, I'm gonna change. your
Especially
life.
because of Nevada, it's cheap,
I'm
bro.
gonna change. No, it's not.
Yes, it is compared to the rest of the world.
Texas, cheaper.
No, Texas is cheap.
Texas is cheap.
I just went to-
We get the oil from Tex.
No, bro, that's not how it works.
And Wyoming.
I just went to. Where you going?
I gotta pee.
Again? I have a special guest coming through.
Who?
Who cares?
Shout out Smokes Crazy.
No. Hey, mark this.
Beautiful. Should be able to. Right? Nothing crazy. No transition that's crazy.
You guys didn't get to record City? Or
Well,
did you?
Should we? Let's intro City when he comes back from the pod.
So you guys didn't get to record him at all?
We recorded him, but I had to get the audio right.
I don't know. He's one of my best friends. He's an audio engineer out here. Actually, he's from Carson.
That's why he asked me what I was using. Now I feel embarrassed that I said GarageBand. He thinks I'm a fucking loser now.
Did you tell him GarageBand?
I did.
He thinks you're a fucking loser.
You know what? You know who's not a loser? Me. So he can suck. He can suck a dick.
Yeah. City's like really into audio, and he went to school for engineering. He's got a chance to be in rooms with, some of the best writers in LA, like writers who've done songs for Rihanna.
Is he from SoCal?
So his family's from Guadalajara.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Or is it Guadalajara or from Jalisco?
That's cool. I'm busy.
Actually,
Don't invite me or anything.
Actually, I don't know. I don't want to.
Just the foundation of your podcast exposure.
But like Mexican, like most Mexican people, like they'll migrate to LA. So like his family's from LA, but then they moved out to Carson City, and then he was doing music out here, and then I guess like he went to school out in LA, and he was like doing audio engineering in LA, and like me and him hooked up because he lived out. Yeah, because he lived out here in Carson. Do you want to clap?
No, you intro.
Do you want to clap?
So we got a new addition to Quarter Life Crisis.
So you guys didn't get a chance to interview him?
No. We
oh
did.
shit!
We
I
did.
didn't know the audio was
It's the
fucked
man.
up.
It's the man.
It was fucked up.
So who is this? A new addition to the podcast, bro. Get on the mic, bro.
Oh, hey,
I'm so sorry that you have
Can you get him on Modelo, please?
Absolutely.
No, I'm good, bro. I'm good off of this right here because I've been drinking for a little too long in the day.
Oh well, we got
now-
some. Just so you know, we got some pub mix.
So
This
for right
is
now,
the happy
we're
hour
good.
podcast. Yeah, let me get one.
So for right now, we're good.
Hey, let me just.
Appreciate the hospitality though.
Appreciate you. So you're coming from your homies.
It's my guy right here. It's my guy right here.
Treazy, who am I talking to, bro?
My
Who's this
fucking
guy?
boy City, man.
Yeah?
The City, man.
Welcome to the podcast, bro.
Appreciate you having me. I know I popped up on surprise.
Do you have any kids?
I do not.
He
Yeah.
doesn't have any
Surprisingly, I don't. Surprisingly.
Do you want to? Hey, do you want to?
Listen, no,
But
listen,
You're not drinking it at all.
You might do
anymore?
it.
A little later, but I'm good right now.
Well, so we're doing a.
Hey, so we're in the middle of, we're in the middle of dad or drink.
I don't
So
know
we
if
have
this is
some-
in the middle.
We have some things. We have some things that dads do, right?
I want to. Treasy's losing, right?
No, actually,
I'm losing. I do a lot of dad shit. Okay, so here's the next one. Here's the rules, bro.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna say something that dads do. If we do it as dads, we drink. If we don't,
Bet.
you don't. But we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. Saying, let's see. Crazy about their lawn. Dads are usually crazy about their lawn. Dads just love their lawn, especially in the summer. Do you maintenance your own lawn? Guy who's on their phone during the podcast?
I would say that I don't right now,
Mm-hmm.
but I know for sure I'm gonna be one of them
You're
niggas.
gonna be one of them niggas,
Bro,
bro. I will. I
for
will.
me,
Guaranteed.
for me, because like, bro, when you look at houses,
That's
that
the
front
thing
that
that
front
stands
that
out.
front
front lawn
yard
is
really
fire.
does say
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
So I always told myself, once I get that house, you know what I'm saying?
And I always had a shit lawn growing up, and I'd bring them in. There was always that moment I was like, man, it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
We get in the
The
house, and
lawn
everything
says a
was good.
lot.
Says
It
a
does.
lot.
So you gonna be one of them?
Oh, I'm for
Oh
sure.
yeah, we go.
Yeah, I'm with it.
That's cheers. That's
it's all
cheers.
bad.
Here, let me. If I had a lawn to take care of, I'm choosing you.
Right. That I mean,
That's
I
a
guess
lot
that's
to
what I'm
get.
saying.
Yeah, no.
Once I'm a dad with the lawn, can I please get the popcorn?
Hand me another one, bro. Let's get it going. Let's get it going.
What?
Let's get it going. Let's get it
You
going.
sick son of a bitch, you.
Shout out.
Let's
City.
get it going,
Shout
man.
out
Let's
City.
get it
I
going.
just want to apologize right now. I'm gonna text my babysitter and I'll be like, listen, I'll double the fee.
Oh, Cooper's here.
Hold on to that bitch.
Oh, Coop's here.
He's around here somewhere, right? You saw him out. He's around.
Oh, Coop's here.
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
usually
I thought,
keep
I
him,
thought
like-
he was with his mom.
No, he's usually like on the
Man,
couch
I had
or
questions.
something like
I had
that.
questions about your baby mom and everything, but I know I
Dog's
wanted
here.
to get.
I'm not sure.
I want to get to the drinking.
No, I'm just kidding. He's with a very responsible babysitter.
Oh, I'm sure he is. But I had questions about your baby mama.
That's my son right now.
On the keys?
Your son's
Don't you? Hey, careful.
My 3-year-old daughter's a big Frozen fan.
My 4-year-old.
My 1-year-old son. Oh, he's 4 now. Your 4-year-old son's a big Frozen fan, right? Whatever. It's not a big thing, but like, dude, when my daughter was 2.5, if you put anything, she wouldn't call it Frozen. She'd be like, Elsa. She's like, I want to watch Elsa. We just watched Elsa.
Nigga's obsessed with
Bro, the
with
worst
Olaf,
the worst
with
thing
Olaf.
is
Not for nothing though. Those are some good movies.
no Elsa 2. I'm calling it Elsa 2. Frozen 2 is not that great. Frozen 1's cool.
Frozen 1's fire.
So what happened
Frozen
was
one's fire. Yeah.
Frozen 2 is
so
actually ass.
she was. You know what though? They have this that fire song though. That's the one song.
Let It Go.
No, not Let It Go.
There's a part
Into Ya, no. Into Ya. That song is fire.
There's a part in Frozen 2 where Olaf decides to tell the story of like Elsa and all them to all these people in the forest. You remember that?
Right, like about Elsa's family and shit.
That is an absolute comedical genius portion of the thing.
Wow.
Because there's that black dude, the armor guy.
Yeah, the guy
and he's
was
like,
Sterling C. Brown.
yeah, it's like kiss me. I'm actually a bad guy. And he's sitting over there. He's like, what? It's like, what is going on?
So all right, so my daughter was super into Frozen 1.
Okay.
To the point where like me and my fiance were like, yo, we gotta get you into something else. So we got her into the Goofy movie, which let's just say the Goofy movie,
Fire. Absolute fire.
timeless.
Absolute fire.
She wouldn't watch anything else but the Goofy movie, bro.
What's up?
Like we got her off Elsa or off
Is it
Frozen.
Pauly Shore? Is it Pauly
Yeah.
Shore is his name?
She
Absolute
is.
Yeah, we'll get
Pauly
some
Shore is
cheese
the voice,
whiz.
is it?
Pauly Shore is the
dude
voice.
who did
This
Vol-
is news to me.
I
I never knew.
forgot what his name was,
Bro.
but he was the guy. Cheese whiz.
Yeah.
Totally tubular, bro.
Yeah,
Comedy.
but like we got her on the Goofy, and I was like, bro, like I was like, Goofy's fire.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Goofy movie in a minute.
Absolute
I
fire.
promise you. You see Goofy movie 20 times.
Talk to me.
You don't like Goofy no
You
more.
won't like Goofy.
But those songs, but those songs.
They be hitting.
So the person who did Powerline, what was his name?
Hold on, these are great.
The dude who did Powerline was Tevin
Campbell.
Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, Tim Campbell. Mr. Can We Talk?
Listen to those songs. Fire.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, let's
Here we go.
No, I'm sorry.
As
drunk.
dads.
Wait. Let me impose something because you guys are dads. I'm an uncle.
You just got here.
Yeah.
But I'm an
Who the
uncle.
fuck is this guy?
But I'm an uncle, so
Shout out
like you
Cindy.
guys bringing
I
Frozen.
said I wasn't shouting out no friends.
Shout
I
out,
brought-
hey, shout out Smoke Squeezy.
I said I wasn't.
Hey, shout out
Shout
ZP
out
Radic.
Shout out Eddie Rodriguez. Shout out Trilla Trelli.
Shout out Titty Matey.
Hey, shout out Maddie. Shout out
Do you know Trilla Trelli because of me? Bro, Trilla Trelli, I love that guy.
I haven't even listened to his work.
Okay.
Actually, I did listen to the music video he just dropped. I have some notes from for Trill, but whatever. But you just said he just started.
He loves it.
You said he just started music.
just started.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Anyway.
We were supposed to be co-hosts.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways,
I listened to the thing.
Anyways,
But
what
I
were
was
you
like,
gonna-
I
all
got
I'm
some notes for
saying
this nigga,
is
but he
that-
could be good.
Who's the
that-
fucking new guy who wants to add some shit?
City.
What's up? What do you got, City?
All I'm
Say
saying
it.
is that I'm an uncle, but some of the things you guys are speaking of, I relate. Like I was frozen to death
Right.
because of my niece.
Okay.
You
had to do it. You had to do it.
I had to do it. I'm
Okay,
sure
so check this
anything
out.
that you guys bring up as
Wait, wait,
fathers, I may be able to tie myself into based on my niece.
Okay.
Because I was there.
So you drinking or you not drinking?
I'm
So you're
drinking.
gonna relate.
That's what I'm saying. So like, if I
check-
want to be
so
in the
check this out.
game,
So you gonna do it based on some father shit?
I'm gonna do
Or
it
some
on
uncle shit?
On
So
some
due
uncle
to
shit.
the fact that he's here, let's
nigga's
do
a
it to the
T.O.
fact that uncles and dads
are
these things that we say. These are these are some of the things
boy-
that
my
these
boy
are some of the
T.O.
things. These are some of the things that dads and uncles say. Okay, dads and uncles love saying.
He's like, yeah, T.O.'s, I get it.
Yeah. Well, that was fast. When someone leaves to go somewhere but comes right back quick. Do you guys say that shit?
For sure.
What was that?
Well, that was fast. Someone
I-
goes pee. Someone goes take out the garbage. Whoop de whoop.
I don't.
Well, that was fast.
I don't ever say
You
that.
do? I do
You said that?
shit
Well,
all the
that was
time.
fast?
Appetizers at Applebee's. Well, that was fast.
I never say that.
Wow.
I always expect people are gonna
My
take.
goodness, Gloria.
That's like a go.
Well, that was fast.
Oh my goodness, Gloria! Good timing on the goobers. I don't know, alliteration.
You might need a chug for saying that. I'm gonna keep it
I'm not
real.
gonna chug nothing. I've never said that. Usually, I wish people would take longer.
This one might not work because we're black. Dads love
skip
telling
it then.
kids, "Oh no, they're coming for you," when they hear police sirens. You say that shit?
Dude, no. You know what? You know what I say? You know what I say? Because my dad said,
I
always
say,
said,
"Here
they
they come."
coming for me.
I say,
They
"Here they
coming
come."
for me. No, I was like, oh, like you hear that?
Yep.
They're coming for me.
I don't say.
My dad always used to say this shit. I'm like, yo, I always wonder. I was like, Pop, why you tried to tell me you was a criminal your whole life?
Yeah. Hey,
People like, you hear that?
I don't
That's
say
me.
this exactly, but when I hear the sounds, I'm like, well, they know.
Ah,
They know.
Hey,
They know. Here
I'm
they
out.
come.
I'm out here.
Okay, let's see what else we got. Dads
Is that a
love
healthy
saying.
It has to be healthy. Well, none of this is healthy.
Here we go.
None of this is healthy.
Damn. Dads love saying, "No, your other right," when someone mistakes their left from right.
No, I never said that.
I say that all the time.
You do say that?
I do.
I think it's confusing.
Right. No, your other right. Your other right. Fuck. The one you don't write your name with.
You say
That's what I
that
tell
shit?
them. Yeah, I just did it last weekend to my nephew.
That's mean. You shouldn't say that anymore.
What should I say?
Just tell them it's their left.
Yeah.
Saying your other right is mad confusing.
Is it?
How is it not? Your other right?
What if I'm talking to someone who knows that they're right-handed?
Tell them it's their left.
You're making it
That's
seem
that's
like I
hella
have
mean.
another
Don't say
arm.
that.
You sick bastards.
Well, not only is it mean, but also it's not educational. Fuck
Okay,
you
ready?
teaching that person.
Ready? No, that's not.
How am
it.
I wrong? I'm not fucking wrong. Don't
you-
say your other right no more. It's fucked up. Did you drink?
Hey, remember when you
Did
said?
you drink?
Remember when you
Did
said?
you drink? No,
Remember-
you didn't. You
remember when you
didn't.
said that?
Just drink. Can you please drink? Happy to have you here, Sid.
Remember when you said
I'll
white
be
people
here.
shit? Ready?
White people.
Dads love answering the phone. Yellow.
I never do that.
You never do it?
I don't because
You've done it.
no.
Not one time.
No, I take a lot of so my job, my like what I do, my 9 to 5 is on the phone, so I can never.
What is your 9 to 5? You
Wait,
telemarketer?
But on your through your
Okay.
9 to 5, do you put on your white people voice?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's not the question.
That's
at hand.
valid.
Yellow. Hi, Bryce. I am here for you.
I never
What's
say-
going on?
I never say yellow. I just don't do that.
Yellow.
But I do put on the white. First of all, we
Do
all
you
put
say
on-
do you say hello with the tone? Hello.
Are you asking me if I say hello on the phone?
Do you say
Fuck
it like that
you.
though? Hello.
Hey, when you answer the
Hello.
phone, do you say
Hello.
I don't say it that way either. What the fuck am I? A fucking sitcom host?
I do it.
Hello.
Hello.
Tonight is Whose Line Is It Anyway with City, Ricky Sims, and Daniel in the Closet. No, nigga, I don't fucking answer the phone like that.
I will just say don't ever disrespect the show. Whose line is it anyway? Because it's one of my favorite shows ever made.
Whose pod is it anyway?
Whose podcast is this? Are you looking at me, Danny? Whose fucking pod? Don't touch the camera. Don't you,
Whose pod is it anyway?
Aiden? Can you
Whose pod?
Hey,
Whose
can you-
pod is it anyway?
Can you write me up a mock-up
Whose
of how many
pod?
times you're allowed to touch the camera as a guest?
Are you
right?
joking me?
3 to
Like
5.
right
3 to
up
5.
How many of your guests? How many of your guests?
Thank you, yeah.
How
Throw it
many?
right in an invoice.
How many of your guests have touched the camera?
Literally 0. You're out of your mind, and I love that.
So
about you.
let me ask you a question.
You're holding a squid by the
whose
tail.
pod is it anyway?
Whose pod is it anyway? Okay, ready?
You're
Dads,
welcome.
Hey, dads love saying they don't make them like this anymore. After things break for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm an
Yep,
action
I
figure guy.
do that
I do
shit.
that. The action
That
figures,
thing.
man. The action figures
That
these
was- this
days
was
are
mine. This
the
is
action. The action figures are trash.
That was right in front of you. You got it right in front of you.
bro. Bro,
Cut that out. Mark that.
stop saying that because I feel like they're really gonna do that, and I don't want any of this to be
Some of this has got to get cut, bro.
some of it.
This is dope.
Nah,
I like this.
If you cut anything
like
from me,
that.
I
Do you like
swear
this
to God,
video?
I'm
Yeah,
going
I
to
like it.
sue.
I like it, man.
Okay, I appreciate
Anything I speak into a microphone is gold. If you cut anything that I said, I'm suing. I swear
it.
to
False. I heard your freestyle while I was peeing. All right,
God. And
dads,
we're putting that in here too.
Dads love
False, he
saying.
said.
Dads love saying, "What's the damage?" before looking at the bill.
Nah,
I do that shit.
I'll never say that shit.
I've heard
Open
that.
me up,
I've
'cause I-
heard
You've
it. I've
heard it?
You've heard it?
I've heard it.
You
Yeah.
say that? You
I
said
do
that?
that shit. Yeah.
I've heard it.
You say
I've
what's the
never said it,
damage?
but I've
Say,
heard
all
it.
right, what's the damage?
Oh, I don't know. I think I
You
come.
know what? I've said it when I've
I
taken
come
my
from-
parents out to eat.
See,
I've said it when I take my parents
it's
out
like
to
a
eat.
it's like a relaxer. Like I don't really care.
Yeah, yeah.
You're right. I don't
but
care.
it's-
I don't care what the tab is.
I think I
Yeah.
come.
I'll pay whatever.
I
it
come
is.
from
Like,
a
what's
line-
the damage.
Yeah.
I come
what's the
from a
damage?
line of people, like my family, like they try to act like money's not really like a thing. Like even if it
But
is,
when you say that, it's
Liars.
in sarcasm,
Yeah,
bro. It's
liars.
like you're saying it just to
I
make
come
a joke.
from a I come from a
from a
family
line
of
of
liars, liars and pretentious, pretentious assholes, where they get the check and they go. I come from a line. I come from a line of people who they get the check and they shrug. They go.
Yeah, it's fine.
And so like when it's
You
too
hit 'em with
expensive.
the- you hit 'em with the Kanye?
Like me, I get the check. If it's too expensive, I see it and I go.
You hit him with the Kanye.
Then I gotta hit my girl later. Babe, I'm overdrawn.
Babe, can you cash out me?
Hey,
real
you
quick?
know when we took my mom to lunch? Yeah, I'm over drunk.
Yeah.
Dads love saying, "That's how they get you."
Yeah.
When advertising.
Oh no. I say that about
that a lot.
everything.
Heard that
I
a lot.
say that about everything.
Heard that a lot.
I was on my way here. I was on my way here with my girl.
I just did it.
I was on my way here with my girl, and she was like, "How long are you gonna be?" I said, "We're gonna be like 3 hours, maybe." She said, "I'm gonna say it's gonna be like 5 hours." She said, "Well, you're gonna be drinking." I said, "Well, that's how they get you."
Hey, let me tell you, those Modelo's, that's how they get you.
I told her.
That's how they get you.
I think
The gold sour.
Bro, I was
That's how they get you.
at Total Wine. I was buying some liquor. They had this pub mix in the middle of the aisle. I said, "God damn, snacks is a good idea when you're drinking." And I said, "Well, that's how they get you." And look at us here.
Oh no,
Ah.
dude, I don't do this, but I can see myself doing this in the future.
Your mama?
Dads love saying,
So good, bro.
"Hey, dads love saying, can you do mine next?" When they see a neighbor washing their car, nigga, I will
Yeah.
pop out on the
Yup.
drive-through, on the driveway.
Yep.
Carl, you're gonna hit mine next, right? You got mine? Beautiful. I appreciate you. Laugh, ready, chuckle.
Yep. Nice little belly laugh. Yep.
Drink, man.
Nice little belly laugh.
Drink then. Why is this dog obsessed with you? This dog, I've never seen
beautiful
this
dog.
I've never seen this dog in
This
a
is a
podcast ever in my
beautiful
life.
dog.
Suddenly it's up on you.
It's a beautiful dog. Beautiful dog.
I hate animals.
Okay.
I have the weirdest thing. I hate.
Jesus
I
Christ,
hate
bro.
animals, bro. It's weird.
About to be the most hated podcast ever.
How? I shout out all my friends.
Shout out ZP Radic.
Shout out Smoke Treazy. Shout out Eddie Rodriguez.
Hey, shout out ZP Radic.
Please cut out all of the shout outs.
This is ZP Radic's best exposure he's ever got. Shout out ZP Radic. Do you know who ZP Radic
I'm
is?
sick of you promoting.
I do.
I'm sick of you
aware
promoting-
who he is. Yes, for sure.
You do?
He's putting in work. Yeah.
Yeah, he's putting in work.
Putting in work.
He's putting a music video every week.
Yeah.
Shout out ZP Radic for just putting out a music video every week.
Stop shouting him out.
What
on
an
my podcast. This is
hey.
my podcast.
No, you're right.
Stop shouting out Chris Eggers.
Okay, my fault. But I will tell you this though.
Love
A
you,
music video every single week is
That's
shout out ZP Radic.
Yeah.
That's crazy actually. That's crazy. ZP Radic.
it's one thing to do a record every week, but
Right.
when you put the record out with the video every week,
You guys are being
Music
you
video
guys are
every
being-
single
yeah,
week.
that's-
He's
that's
not-
different.
And not
It's
only
different.
that is
Hold on.
it's,
I'd like
it's
to.
quality.
I'd like
Yeah,
to.
It's quality.
You guys are gonna force me into some shit.
And also it's old music, it's new music, it's things he's
It doesn't
collabing
matter
with.
if it's old or new.
Correct,
The fact
correct.
that you release it and then you
Is
put
Zippy?
a visual to it,
Is Zippy doing a? I can't
Hey, shout out ZP Radic.
cut this shit out.
that's commendable, man. It's you have to acknowledge it. You have to.
City, shut the fuck up.
Hey,
Okay.
I'll tell you right now, it's commendable because what he's doing.
Yo,
is
Smoke
true-
was doing
Who Smoke? Shout out ZP
I'm not.
Radic.
I'm not.
Shout
taking-
out Smoke.
Shout out
Treazy.
I'm
ZP
not
Radic.
taking- We're
'Cause
not taking anything from Smoke.
we're not taking anything.
No,
away
I'm
from
saying.
Smoke.
No,
But what we
I was saying Smoke was
Radic.
doing a release a week. He was doing a song
Yes,
a week.
Yes, and that was.
And
impressive.
he wasn't able to do a video a week. Just so we're clear.
That's impressive.
That's impressive.
That's impressive.
Just so
That's
we're
a
clear.
marathon.
Just so we're clear.
Impressive.
And when
Just so
I,
we're clear.
when I had ZP on, he mentioned that 52,
Zippy is not.
No, listen, he mentioned that 52 weeks and 52 songs is tough. So shout out ZP Radic for
insane.
acknowledging how tough Smoke
Insane.
Squeezy's marathon is.
What?
Shout out ZP Radic.
Yo, shout out Smoke. Wait, what? Stop. Hold on,
If
wait.
we could edit the video like right next under me or on top of me, right?
Yeah, if we can just
Add
edit the
ZP
video
Radic.
right on top
Add
of me
ZP
or right.
right in front of his face.
Stop touching the
he's taking
fucking
pic-
camera.
He's taking pictures of you. He's taking good stills, yeah.
Shut the fuck up,
You
Ricky.
You know who doesn't shut the fuck up?
Me.
Shout out ZP Radic.
I'd like to
funny.
say. I'd like to
That's
say. Hold
funny.
on. Is this?
That's funny.
This is
That's
this all
funny.
cameras, or this is all stills? This is not video.
Camera, bro.
I'm on video. So what I'm trying to say is, when Smoke was doing it,
Yes, impressive.
it's hard. It's hard to do.
Yes.
First of all, Zippy's not doing it every week.
Right.
He's doing it like every other week, every 3 weeks. Zip has all his own
Okay,
Like-
I wasn't aware of that.
recording equipment. It's not like he's like out, which also is impressive still.
Hey, shout out ZP
Shut
Radic
the
for
fuck up.
confusing us on what he's actually doing. Yeah.
No,
Shout
hold
out
on,
ZP
hold on. What
Radic.
I'm trying to say is, Smoke did it, and I think, and it was impressive.
Yes.
He was mixing, mastering all his own shit. That's
Impressive.
what. That's what.
And
ZP
ZP has
and that's what ZP was doing.
But ZP has never released 52 songs in 52 weeks.
He's gonna try right now.
So shout out-
He's going for it.
Hey,
No.
Shout out ZP Radic for not doing what Smoke Screezy did.
I don't understand. Are you dissing Smoke?
No.
It's evolving.
I feel like you're dissing Smoke.
Don't change this. Don't switch this on me.
Why you shouting out?
Hey, shout out
Why you
ZP
shout-
Radic for never saying that I would diss another artist.
What Smoke did last year was
Yeah, it was
insane.
crazy, bro.
Insane.
I don't think
He went in.
this. This is what I'm gonna say. I believe in ZP. I think ZP's tight. I don't think he's gonna last 52 because I'm gonna tell you this from a standpoint of a person who was with Smoke every week. It gets hard. You don't want to do that shit because you know what? You can't promote your song. You can't promote the song that you released last week because you have to work on the song that you're doing.
In all seriousness, too, like what and how we talked about it on the podcast, like what Smoke Screezy did was
It's literally
he did a combination of the
Insane.
bank that he already had, and then also like going back on things that you do believe are good, and kind of trying to put it.
if Zippy can do it, then shout
Who?
Zippy.
Who?
Zippy.
Who's Zippy?
Chris?
Oh, ZP Radic. Shout out ZP Radic.
Dude, I don't know.
I'm funny, bro.
I feel like
anybody says. Like,
but
I'm funny as
I'll
fuck.
say this. It's hard, bro. It's hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's
No,
hard
really
because he's been doing it.
The way we're talking about it is like
Chris has been doing it for the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Right.
When you get to that, what's half of 52? When you get to that 26 week,
Yeah,
it's hard.
Yeah.
it's good math.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's really
Even if you have shit in the bank, it's gonna be
Big
tough.
facts. Even
Smoke,
if you have,
bro, like
and
it
Smoke
got to the point.
Smoke had it in the bank.
You
but
can't promote your
but
songs.
He had to mix and master the same the old music that he had. So even
And
if
you
it
wanna
was
know- and-
even if it was already written and it was already
So
scripted, he had to go and change it.
here's a good point, and I'm not trying to discredit anybody.
Who like ZP Radic?
I'm not trying to discredit anybody,
Right.
but for sure, Zippy is my whole thing with them is listen to the songs. How differently do they sound than the last song? Sound wise,
That's what I was gonna say.
sound wise. When
And
you're
I'll-
mixing and mastering your
and
own
I'll-
shit,
Right.
does
There's
I'll add
definitely
to it.
consistency.
does
definitely consistency.
like the way you sound on your the way that you sound on your shit. Are we
agree.
still recording?
I agree. I'll add to.
Go to the
what-
bathroom, nigga.
I'll add to what you're saying.
What I'm saying is
That I'm aware that both of these people mix and master their records.
Smoke was
But hear me out.
yeah.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
When it comes like sonically, you're absolutely to get a consistent sonic sound.
Yeah.
From what I have heard,
Are you releasing 52 songs that all just have compression, reverb? Like, is it all the same shit? I'm gonna put compression on this one, reverb on this one. I'm gonna do some echo. I'm gonna do some delays or whatever. Is that your formula?
yeah.
You can push out 52 songs.
Yeah.
If you don't give a shit that the last song, sound wise, on your vocals,
Yeah.
if they sound the same.
Because it's easy to get lazy. It's easy to just import your settings from a last session.
It's also easy to go. It's also easy to go. Hey, this is really hard. Let me make it easy on myself
That's what I'm
and
saying.
I
That's
mix
what I'm
all my
saying.
vocals.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
same.
Like I'm speaking from an engineer's point of view.
I
right
know.
now. Like it's easy. It's easy.
Hey, just
for-
so you didn't know, City is an engineer.
I'm speaking.
He's an
from
audio engineer, bro.
I'm speaking from the like. If you can speak from an engineer point of view, like it's easy to have a map out of your sessions, and let's say we record 10 records a week.
Okay.
It's easy for me to say, you know what? Since I'm recording the same artist for these 10 records, I'm just gonna give them a template, and I'm just gonna import this template to make them sound the way they're quote unquote supposed to sound. But a lazy engineer will do that, and then you will get the consistent sound every single time on their vocals.
Right.
But what you have to take into consideration is that, granted, there's different instruments in the record. There's different breaks in the record. So now, if you continuously have that same preset on the vocal for these 10 records, and the instrumentation on each record is different, you're gonna have your different. You're gonna have
You have to
You're gonna have-
mix
so
it
that's
differently.
Where that's where I. That's
So
my
what I'm
point.
wondering is,
Hold on, real quick. Hey, Danny, is this shot right here closed in on him or is it wide?
So
Is
that's my
ZP
point to what Smoke did.
Smoke was catering every week. If his song was different, he was mixing it
And
different.
that's what I'm saying. That's what
I'm
saying.
wondering if
that is.
I've been listening
huge credit
I've
to
been
Smoke.
listening to ZP's tracks. I love ZP. Do not get it twisted.
Yeah, I think.
Do not get it twisted.
No.
I love ZP.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I think? Try to aim it right. Hold on. Keep going. Right. No, a little more to my Danny. Danny, talk to me. No, this way. There. Oh, go back. Go no.
No, come on.
to
I
your right.
love ZP. Danny, how's that look?
Hold on.
Is it good?
No, let's-
We're gonna need it to get refocused.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Hold on. Back towards you just a little bit. Right there.
Right there.
How do we have it fully on me?
Hey, you know what I did want to say about Smoke Screezy is like we talk about the music and we talk about the mixing and mastering and all that stuff, but what I feel like should really be identified is 52 songs in 52 weeks takes away from so much of your life. Like the fact that he has
Bro,
kids,
Smoke has
the fact
4
that he has a
kids,
wife,
bro.
the fact that he has
He has a wife that has to be like,
he has a job, like he has to get his whole family to buy in.
Shout out to Smoke.
And even when they shout out Smoke,
Yeah, shout out
because
Smoke,
he really did do some marathon shit that like Russ was idolized. Russ was idolized for doing. I think he did a song a month or
I think it was a
something like
song
that.
every
Maybe it was
2 weeks.
every two
But just
Every
so,
2 weeks.
just so
It
we're
wasn't-
clear, what
it
you're
wasn't
talking
every
about,
week,
and
but-
I think I might have mentioned this on the first podcast, or maybe like me and Smoke talks about it. These days, when we talk about like people do seminars, like music engineers and music producers, they call that the Russ method these days.
Right.
Did you know that? Yeah.
And it's funny because
They call
like,
it the Russ method.
Will Smoke, unless he blows up to on a massive scale, get credit for the fact that very few have ever is everything all right? Should have seen this. You should have seen this nigga coughing.
No, all I'm saying is,
Oh shit!
I don't
Got
know.
some white women on the podcast.
I don't-
Hola, mami.
I don't know how we got into this conversation. What's up, little bitch? What?
Damn, Treazy.
Oh, I didn't mean to. What's up, little bitch?
What's up, little bitch?
You just said what I said.
Yeah, I liked it.
No, all I'm saying is,
Hey, we're shooting, young ladies. I'm gonna call you right back.
Okay.
All right, bye. God, I love white women. It's crazy, bro.
I wanted to talk to you about
Did you
that
see the
too.
hat? Did you see the hat?
Yeah.
It's got white
I
women
told you
written all over it. Yeah.
I told you I sacrificed.
You wanted? Was that in one of your notes about
no.
white women?
It kind of was.
Okay.
Because I want to talk to you about bitches, but I did want to talk to you about white women. I quit them.
You quit white women.
I had to.
Damn. How long you been sober?
How long have I been with Shayla?
That's so funny. How long you been sober is a wild statement.
For real, bro.
How
It's an
long have I
addiction,
been-
dog.
How
It's
long
an
have I been with
addiction.
Shayla? I don't know. Last 2 years.
2 years sober? Wow.
Yeah, let me get you.
Wow.
the coin,
It's the
bro.
blue coin? Yeah. You got that?
I'm gonna say a bunch of shit right now. I'm
talk to
gonna say it. First of all,
Yeah, cheers.
high five.
Hey, to this whole podcast, bro, we're 3 hours in.
So what?
I'm going to have to
this
cut
is what I
this
expected.
soon because I have to go get my son, but unbelievable.
What time do you have to go get him?
Well, I told the babysitter at 5:30, so I'm almost an hour overdue. But I have, but this gentleman right here has obviously helped me out with.
Oh wait, all right. Let's finish the dad thing. But this is what I'm saying.
Fuck what I was saying, right?
No. But this is what I want to say. First of all, one, white women, they're fantastic. They're
Fantastic.
spectacular. Me and you as biracial people, we have a step up on other black people on getting white women because we understand them. We come from that.
Correct.
All right. Second thing, ZP Radic, love him. Shout out ZP Radic.
Shout out ZP.
I love him. He's attempting to do a song every week. I hope he makes it. It's really hard. 3, Smoke Screezy
Shout out
did
Smoke.
the 52 songs, and trust me, there was plenty of times where he wanted to stop.
Stamped. He's
There was-
already done
There was
it.
plenty
Body.
of times where he wanted to stop. 4, I wanted to do a bunch of like snippets of like songs that I have going, but you don't have a speaker, and like you don't fucking want to like play them on your
We
fucking
also did
laptop.
We've
And
also 3 hours in, like,
whatever,
we ain't got room for that.
whatever.
It's a beautiful thing.
I don't know why you
You know
didn't
what
plan
that-
for more hours.
You know what that means?
You're a bad planner.
You gotta come on for another episode. That's all that means.
5. Let's get back to this shit.
Mr. Rodriguez.
I'm holding the squid. not getting back on with Eddie.
You're gonna get.
Get back to the drinking game. We're almost done, right?
Oh, we're pretty much done. Okay, let's see what we got.
You got more. There's no more dad drinking games because we're gonna play truth or drink. Trust me, I'm gonna keep you here. I told you I'm gonna get you fucked up. Pour a shot.
Wait, what?
What?
I actually have one poured.
Nothing, bro.
You were supposed to take that a long time ago.
No, I was waiting for you guys.
Then, you poured it. No, you didn't. You're trying to confuse me.
Dads love asking coworkers if they're working hard or hardly working.
Yeah.
I don't
that's
do
a
that.
thing.
I don't
That's a
do that
bad
shit.
thing. That's
I
a
actually
bad
don't
thing.
do that.
I do that shit.
I think that shit's
At
so
work.
corny. I actually don't. I also don't work with people. Like, I'm not in front of people all the time. You're a manager, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm not in front of people.
I
all
have
the time.
452 employees.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of
It's a lot of people.
A nigga that got 452 employees, I hope you say that at least once. Working hard or hardly working?
Or if your girl
You
gives
you working hard or hardly working?
If your
And
girl
you know
gives
what? And
any
then
stress-
they go, you know, and then you know what you say next, you go, I see you. That's what you do.
Or when you get
Drink
home and
twice
your
if
girl-
you
and
say
your girl
I
gives
see you.
Stress.
Drink twice if you say I see you. I know you. I know you
I
say.
see you's another one for sure.
Yeah, when you're a manager,
sure,
somebody
for
says
sure.
something to you, you go, I see you.
Yep.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
How many times have you heard, I'm just trying to get like you?
Oh my God. That's a black thing. That's a black thing.
A lot, but I always.
That's a
answer-
black thing.
I always answer with the same thing. I say, I don't know if you want that, but I appreciate you.
You have people who say that to you? I'm trying to get like you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the dog at FedEx. Yeah, I'm the guy.
Who says it to you though?
Everybody.
Everybody says, I'm trying to get like you.
So I run.
I feel like that's a black person thing.
I run.
I'm trying to get like you, bruh.
I run
for sure
all-
heard it.
Mexicans or white people?
No,
I
just
run-
amongst like I mean I
Tell me. What do you
No, it's not even race. It's blue collar. Like if
Yeah,
you're blue collar.
yeah.
Oh,
and you
that's the
do a
thing.
la-
See,
and
I'm
you
not
do
from
a-
I'm not from a blue collar
see,
background.
if you're a labor intensive
Yeah.
job,
You
like
say,
you see somebody who
you
like
see somebody in a
if-
position of power.
if I
I'm
challenge
trying to get like you.
I'm just trying to get
if
like
I
I
you.
love that shit.
and the big thing
I
about
love
blue
that
collars,
shit.
if I challenge you and I know that you could all of a sudden strap up and you could do my job 10 times better than me, and that's a big reason why you're there, that's a comment that follows.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like you're out, you're wearing, you're doing the management, whoop-de-woo. But when it's like, you know, like they know and they've seen little snippets of it, like, yeah, I could do your job. I did your job. I did the job above you. I did the job above that one, and I did the job above that one. Now I'm
Yeah.
at this job. They're like, shit, man, I'm just trying to be like you, bro.
Man, that's a good point. You should put that on your LinkedIn.
My LinkedIn niggas love me.
That's the bio right there. I'm just trying to get like you.
I'm just trying to get like you.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. Dads love saying, "You got this one," when the check comes.
Oh, no.
I've heard that one.
I always be trying to take the check.
Yeah.
I was trying to take the check.
Yeah,
my
me
favorite
neither.
thing. My favorite thing is trying to take the check from niggas who I know got the check. I know they got it, and I'm like, hey man, I was trying to tell you. Are you sure?
You better than me. I'll be like, hey, you got it.
I was
man.
gonna say, you know what I do?
You
I
got
try
it.
to push the check closer to the niggas who I know who
Oh,
have the
that's
check.
my favorite. Okay, so none of us do. That's my favorite thing. I know a nigga is about to take it, and I'm like, and I reach for it like stutter. Oh, you want it? Oh, you want it? Oh, okay, all right. I was gonna take it, but if you want it, you can take
It's
it.
an explosive ass shirt, man.
Explosive is a wild adjective. For
That was a crazy adjective for that shirt, bro. Explosive. Oh my
Oh.
God,
Look at this
Treazy,
here.
bro,
Look at-
you're exhausting with the.
How am I exhausting? I'm entertaining.
Wait, no, go.
Electrifying.
No, hey.
Electrifying is what you. I'm
Hey,
electrifying.
hey.
Load. Before we get out, you're so antsy to get out of here. Let me.
He's got to pick up his son.
Nigga,
Fuck. What? The sun rises in the morning.
I am antsy to get out of here.
Why do you want to push me out? Let me show you a song.
We've been here for 3 hours.
I told my bitch 5.
I don't.
Because I knew how this was gonna go.
Put an edit point right there. Put an edit point right there.
Mark that
Yeah,
shit.
mark that real
Mark
quick.
that
I,
shit.
I told my girl. I told my girl that she was my bitch. The
I
other
told
day.
my lovely
I told
lady.
Shayla, I was like, my number one bitch. She said, you better think about what you saying.
Yup.
I said,
Yup. It
I know-
sounds endearing to you, but it's not endearing. I'll tell you that.
so I changed it. I was like, not my number one bitch. My most favoriteest bitch in the whole entire world. She said, yeah, it's still not correct,
Yeah,
but all
even
right.
if you say favorite, that means you have people that aren't your favorite that you still.
Oh, she didn't bring that up to me.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm
That's how
glad
it
you brought
goes.
it up on this podcast.
That's how it goes.
Shayla doesn't even listen to my shit. She's like, why does people want to talk? Why do people want to listen to you talk?
Your podcast has been lit though, cause you did Rap Dad, right?
What? You're saying my podcast run?
Yeah, you or Smoke? You did Rap Dad podcast.
I just did the Rap Dad podcast.
Yeah, he posted. Who's like, who do you think is
I
on
just
this
started going-
episode? And they covered your face. I was literally like, that's Treazy.
I just started going on a run again because I got a lot of shit coming.
That's lit.
I have a lot of shit coming for this.
Okay,
year.
so before I want to stay here and not go off topic. You do have a lot of shit coming. So what do you have coming? Because the last time I saw you was 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah, it was when I dropped Drugs to Cope, and so I dropped 3 songs after that, and then I have a song and a video coming.
Okay, so what are the song and the video coming? Come on.
It's
I promise you this won't get released until after the song and video come out.
it's probably not going to be.
Even if it does,
I don't know.
fuck it.
Even if it does, bro.
You know what? Just to keep it anonymity, and based on what you're saying, it's coming in 2 to 3 weeks.
Right.
It's coming. The song is coming in 2 to 3 weeks, but like, bro, I actually just met with somebody. So what I want to do is I want to try and show you snippets. I want to show you snippets on the podcast. Mm-hmm. Are you done with all the questions? The drinking game is done.
I'm over.
He's done.
He has a big episode.
Said he was over it.
I wanted to play him on a speaker, but you're saying I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Seriously.
I'm going to at this point because I'm sick of it.
I don't think there's
Sick
there's
of the
nothing wrong with
I'm
it.
sick of the disrespect.
So what exactly am I listening to? Are these snippets of what you have coming up and
It's
coming?
just a bunch of. It's just a bunch of. I have a ton of unreleased music. All right, so this is what I got coming. First of all, I got this podcast coming with a Quarter Life Crisis. It's pretty lit. And then also I have,
Gorgeous host.
Also I have a project coming that I'm gonna drop right before the summer.
Okay.
It's called I Can't Hang Out. I'm trying to get rich. City mixed the first part of it, and then Smoke Screezy has mixed the last part of it.
So you mix some of his music.
I've worked with him for a good 5 years now.
Damn, that's lit.
So everything you heard up until like maybe last
He
year.
mixed Super Salad.
My favorite one.
He mixed Super
That
Salad.
was the one that turned me on to him
Everything,
because
yeah.
I knew he was an artist.
Maybe
and-
like a year ago.
Everything I had on Super Salad was mixed by.
Even after that, maybe like his little Lucy's.
Oh yeah, he makes Bad Shit with My Friends.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe.
You mix Bad Shit with My Friends?
Yeah.
Loves that song.
Bro,
Yeah.
you don't even know how much I love that song.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you.
I'll record it at the
Mad
house.
respect.
Yeah.
I'll record it.
Cities, man, he's
Nice.
a genius.
Nice.
He's a genius, bro. And like
So what do you got coming?
so what I got coming is I got a few Lucy's. I got a Lucy right now that I swore to myself I wasn't gonna put it out without the music video. And I've been trying to have my guy send me the music video ever since I've been here. He said I got pulled over the other day. I don't drive my shit no more, primo. That's what he just said to me. I don't know what the fuck that means.
My name is Primo Sodom.
I think he meant primo like cousin.
Oh, okay.
I think he rocks a lot of blues. So, you know, when he talks to me, he go, you know, hey, cousin, cuz.
Yeah, Crip shit.
Hey, what's up, Crip? Hey, you know, it's whatever.
What's up with a cat?
Hey, cuz.
Hey, cat.
So I have a Lucy dropping that I swear I wasn't going to drop unless I had a video.
Right.
So I was supposed to drop it back in January. The video wasn't done. The video just got done. So I'm going to drop this video within the next 2 weeks.
Can I ask?
The song is called Feelings.
Can I ask something of you before you continue? Because I do want you to plug everything, but I do have a favor to ask you as my guest and as a friend. I do believe.
I feel like I didn't get to talk to you about everything.
Let
Are
him
you-
plug. Let him
Just let me. No, it's not even a plug. It's a question.
You understand?
It's a
Drunk
question
guy
that I
right
need to
now?
ask.
I do.
I fucking want to be in music videos. You were there for Trill and Trelly. I just want to be in somebody's music video.
I got you.
Are you joking me
I'm
right
de-
now?
Did I not say that to Trell?
Are you joking me right now?
I'm
I
dead
just-
fucking
I-
serious.
I literally. All right, I have to plug a different song.
Like
then.
if someone were to,
I had this
I got you.
idea.
I got
that-
you.
if
For having me
someone
on
were
it.
to
I had
hit
an
me up and be
idea.
like, yo,
I had
Poppy,
Yo.
I want you in my music video. All
Hey.
you gotta be is that fat
bro,
nigga rolling a
bro,
backwood
bro,
in
bro,
the
bro,
background,
bro, bro, bro,
and you could just be
bro.
burning shit. And I'm
I just had a meeting. I'm gonna do a shout out right now.
okay.
I just had a meeting with this dude named JK the Visual.
Love JK.
JK, right? He's very good.
Backdoor neighbor.
He does.
Really?
Yeah. So he does a lot of videos, or he's like the right hand man for Stu J. Stu J the Vamp. Stu J's part of Chaos Theory.
I love Stu J.
Stu J's good.
Stu J is the weekend.
Yeah. I just showed City. Remember,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we were
yeah.
in
He's
the stu-
unbelievably
we were in the
talented.
studio the other day, and you said this is like weekend vibes. Stu J's cool. I mean, and it's crazy because like Stu J hasn't always been like monstrous. Like when you listen to Stu J, like
Well, he's an introvert.
I think when he first started making music, like it was still like he was still trying to figure it out. But like at this point, like Stu J's like he's released a ton of content that's been like super fucking tight. Anyways,
CTC is really pushing, and it's truly
I
has
wanted
inspired.
to ask you about that too. We don't got a ton of time. I wanted to ask you about CTC, but I'm gonna say this. I just met with JK the Visual the other day, and me and him were talking about music videos, and we were talking about how, you know, a lot of these rappers be doing music videos. You know, you get a lot of, you know, I'm gonna stand in front of the camera, I'm gonna rap my verse to you in the camera,
B-roll,
just in case you didn't hear
Played
it.
out for
Just in case you didn't
lit.
hear it.
It's been played out for like 10 years.
I don't know. So like I'm like, bro, like I'm done with that. Like if I'm releasing a visual, I'm gonna release a visual that's like, I want to release something that looks like what I'm talking about, but it has nothing to do with me rapping in front of the camera.
Yep.
So I met JK and he was like, bro, he's like, I've been trying to meet artists that want to do that, and like literally all these younger kids, all they want to do is rap in front of the camera,
in front of a liquor store,
like
maybe
in front of a liquor store. They want to be in. They want to be.
That's because they look at real niggas who used to shoot videos like
what I'm
that.
saying.
No, they
Everything
look
is
at niggas
outdated, bro.
who shoot videos now. Even the biggest niggas who shoot videos now want to rap at the camera, be with some nice bitches. I mean, if you have the what do they call it? If you have the budget for it, you can do some like outlandish
This
shit or
tight
whatever.
budget, bro. Like,
But like
what I'm saying-
even these bigger artists, like if they get big, they get the budget, and they still only just want to rap in front of the camera. They want these bitches like what
they
them or
have the
whatever.
luxury of doing that though.
They have, but they also have the luxury of having a budget where you could do something more. Like these big names, like they're really not doing videos the way they should be doing them. So like I was talking to JK and I'm like, bro, like I'm trying to do videos. I don't want to be in a motherfucking video.
Yep.
I don't want to be in the motherfucking video. And
But I
so,
tell you, like 3 years ago, I told you the same thing.
I'll be in your
I think
video.
I think
I told you the same thing like 3-4 years
so
ago.
so what I'm telling you is
You seen that? This is so fucked
No,
up.
so
but
what
I'll
I-
say
this is
that
what I wanna
Justin
tell you.
Bieber Drake
this is what I'm
video.
saying. I want you in the
I'll be
video.
the Justin
I
Bieber.
want
I'll
you.
rap
I want
your
you.
fucking
Exactly.
whole
I have
shit.
videos.
Exactly.
So I have ideas for something like that. This is what I'm saying. I wanted to do a video. I want to bring my guy in here where we were doing this video, not show my face,
Right.
just show us talking like from the shoulders down, podcast type shit, where my guy is like getting behind the scenes footage, but it's really not behind the scenes, where he was videotaping us. So like I was talking to JK the other day. I'm like, bro, I got this song where I want to do a video of like somebody who's like really committed to the gym. I want them waking up in the morning, shutting off the alarm clock, putting their clothes in
Everyday shit.
getting out of the car, shaking their protein. I don't want to be in the video at all. He said, well, why not? I said, I want to do videos that are doing what the song is about, but I don't want to be in them. Right. So anyways, I say that to say you're casted already. I don't know what I don't
Shoulders up.
I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but at this point I'm gonna cast you now. I
just wanna be in a video.
Because I don't want to be in my own
got you.
videos.
I got you.
I want to be in a video so bad.
I got one.
What do you
booked
want to
up
do?
in, like, the
What do you want to
beginning
do in a
of May.
video?
Who cares? I don't give a
Are you
fuck.
saying
I just
if
want
I
to be
put
in that shit.
You're saying if I put this up to I want
I'm
to
gonna
play.
take a piss. Is that cool? Y'all run it. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, go.
You got to pee already?
Yeah, bro.
I have to pee too.
You've been on the fucking podcast 15 minutes,
I have
bro.
to pee too.
Fucking
but
rookie,
But you're saying if I
bruh.
put this, I know this looks hella ghetto, like with these cameras, but like,
Does it?
if I put this up against it, like everybody will hear it.
It'll catch it.
All right. So this is one of my favorite songs that I haven't released yet, but this is like something that I thought about for doing for the podcast, just because I knew what I was gonna be doing. Can you pour us all up a shot, please?
I have mine ready.
How do you always have one ready? I think you're a liar. All right. Anyways,
So I'm fucking ready.
I'd love to. So you can't play it off the laptop?
And I stay ready.
You want me to just play it off my phone and just
And
put
I'm
it up?
always ready. You know why? Because I smoke Grimm's exclusives. Don't you fucking do it. It's on me, bro. Let me live my spotlight. All you care about is your light skin ass.
We're both light skinned, technically.
Yeah, you're right.
So I just put this up to here and just play it with the speaker,
Correct.
huh? All right. But I love this song. I wish it was louder. All right.
It's going to be loud here.
You should probably just slide it back a little bit. And you should be good.
Oh, wait. Let it go.
Let it go.
No, I have to restart it because you said it wasn't catching, so I have to restart
Well,
it.
No. The
Yeah,
reason
you-
I told you to pull it back is because
pull it back.
when you put it straight right there, you're almost suffocating it to the point where it.
It's like
if
putting it
your
to the
speaker
back
is
of her
bad-
throat. You gotta have it mid throat.
Hit it like
and
right
she'll
there,
be
yeah.
successful.
I'm so glad
But
we
if
have
you
an
really-
audio
if you're
engineer
choking
in here,
bitches, then
not
they
just
can't-
fucking Ricky.
Doesn't sound good.
Oh,
You want the positive slurp.
ironic.
Did your phone just die? What a fucking loser, bro. Remember the first time I didn't have an iPhone charge? Hey,
Who's mad?
let's take a shot, finish your plug, and then I'm gonna cut this episode.
I don't even think I have a plug.
You have some stuff
You know,
going
you
on.
got some shit coming out.
You do have some stuff coming out.
I got some shit coming out.
What do you got going on?
I got.
City,
I'm
talk,
about
City,
to-
talk.
City,
I'm
talk
about
to me
to-
about what you
Hey,
got
City,
going on.
tell your story. What's been going on, man?
No, don't tell your story.
I'm
Just
on
tell
a
me what you got
hiatus.
coming
I've
on.
been on a hiatus for like 3 years, 3-4 years.
You been a hiatus?
Yeah, I've been like
One of the best artists in Northern Nevada.
Sober.
I've been on a hiatus.
One of the best
I
artists in
I
Northern
let go of a
Nevada.
record, and then I kind of just got lost in working on other people's records to the point where I forgot about my own.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back to doing my shit.
What happened?
Shout out to my guy Troy, because like we had a session like 2-3 weeks
Hey,
ago.
you know what? I love
This is
that you
like
said that
two
because, you know, I wanted to say something after you said
No,
that.
don't.
Shout out ZP Radic because ZP Radic is just killing it. What else were you going?
No.
City.
No, we like I said, I've been on a hiatus, and my studio fucking burnt down. Basically, I lost all my shit.
What?
Yeah,
Cali?
nah,
Or
it's
north?
here. No, just down 30 minutes away, bro, in Carson. And I had him come out because the chemistry between him and I is just crazy. We always just work on a bunch of shit, and I'm probably gonna let go of a record by the end of the month. And I have a video shoot.
Swear
lined
to
up.
God.
I have a video shoot lined up for fucking the early May. So you're casted if you want to pull up.
I would love to.
I got a crazy idea, and we're going.
He's one of the best
Beautiful.
artists in
We're
Northern
going, we're
Nevada.
going.
But he's like the best kept secret. Like
Let me snag like, hold on. As we raise, let me snag like 15 to 20 seconds. Don't interrupt me. Okay? I truly do want to say, I can't, sketching me out. I truly do want to say, I can't appreciate how much it means to me that you come back on the show,
Yeah.
and the love that you give into my show,
course.
and that you listen. You know, you actually listen to the content and the support that we make all the jokes, but the support that you give my viewers. And I love what you've been doing since the first time that I've met you.
That's real.
It's just a catalyst to growth. You know what I mean? The fact that you're bringing on your homie, you're always down to put on your friends. Like, it's just a no-brainer to have you on here. I think you're good people. The first time that we ever spoke, you know, I know you got some hate and all that stuff that we talked about, but I truly
it
do.
was
I truly do believe that.
friends mostly.
But you sit here and
On the
you
white shit.
you speak in a transparent mode, and that is dope as fuck. And that's what I love about Quarter Life Crisis. Like, you just speak on your mind, you speak on your heart, and I appreciate you coming in here and us getting fucked up and having a great time. And
Are you drunk?
3 hours of nonsense
Are you drunk?
is what I wanted.
Are you drunk?
Yes.
Are you?
Cheers, guys,
Are you sure you're drunk?
For sure.
Yes. Aiden, you can attest to this. He sees me enough.
Cheers, guys. I have no problem being pussy
To a
and taking a chaser.
To a beautiful episode of Quarter Life Crisis. To my man Treazy.
Oh, wait, were we done? I thought you were just
I
snagging
said
the-
we done.
I thought you were just snagging
We're out
the-
of here.
okay.
We're out of here.
I wanted to say something.
I know you did. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know I said it during the podcast, but you are an amazing interviewer.
Thank you very much.
It's so sick. Like, to hear you, the way you carry these episodes are so tight. Like, I mean, like, your guests are good, but like the way you naturally just like keep stuff flowing is so dope. I know that, you know, I come in here, I'm a natural bright light. I steal the camera a lot. It really should be my podcast.
Metaphorically and physically, you've actually grabbed that camera quite a
But
bit.
but
today.
but I'm actually like I'm a huge fan, man. Like listening to you is like so sick. It's a like for me, like I just like I'm glad that you're growing. So any pointers or critiques that I've had during this podcast is only because I love what you do so much.
Right.
Like I'd love to. You should bring City on for his own. I know I said I wasn't gonna do this.
Shout out City.
I know I said I wasn't gonna do this, but you should bring City on for his own podcast.
I would love that.
I think.
Hey, seriously.
I think you should bring JK the Visual on for his own podcast. Stu J the Vamp for his own podcast.
Stu J's on in 2 weeks.
Oh really? Oh yeah.
It's on in 2
It's
weeks.
got to be.
Yeah.
I think you should bring.
So I'm working through all of CTC. So Antoine will be on, Stu J will be on.
Right.
I've had
yeah,
Traj on.
yeah. Brandon's a big Stu J fan. Well, I guess the.
I mean, Brandon's the head honcho. So Brandon, me and him will do one, but he's he's making big boy moves.
I think
before he
you
sits down.
should I think you should bring Young Lion Blog on.
Okay.
I think you should bring Savvy Balboa on. I think you should bring Darth Tone on. I like and of course you talked about this earlier. Like obviously I want to plug my friends, but there's a ton of people who aren't necessarily my friends that I think you should plug. And part of the reason is obviously.
Can I have this?
Yeah, there's another one too for
And,
you as well.
and obviously, like part of the reason is because like I want my friends to be on, but like I think the biggest thing is like you're so good, man. like listening to you is tight.
I appreciate
Listening to you is tight.
Bro,
Yeah,
I really do appreciate
so
it. And it
I
means,
appreciate you having me on.
it means a lot to me,
again,
dude.
man.
Hey,
Again,
I'm sorry.
Quarter life crisis, guys.
I hope this is a good
Quarter life
podcast. I hope
crisis,
I
guys.
didn't get you too fucked up to the point where you're like, I hate this.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
You've got me so fucked up that I love this podcast, but almost so fucked up I'm gonna like stumble over and like grab my son.
I feel like you're gonna listen to it again and
Yes.
you're gonna be like, we said that.
You might
No,
get in
my
trouble
favorite thing
picking
is
your
though
son
these
up.
cats are gonna cut it up and it'll be awesome. But seriously, thank you for coming on. Thank you for stopping by for real.
Yeah,
we'll
man.
run our own episode.
We can do that.
And this is my first happy hour podcast. So
You should do another one at some point. I mean, this is kind of dangerous, but you should.
this is exhausting.
Isn't it
That's
pretty?
what that is. It's
Yeah, we're
exhausting.
pretty fucked up.
But thank you everybody. Tune in for another episode of Quarter Life Crisis. We'll talk to you soon.